good? What's good? It's B3 Picks TV. We back again. As y'all can see, I'm on the road. It's gonna be another road show. Depending on how long it go, you already know I need anybody and everybody to pull up on me, jump on the panel. Let's man, we got a lot to discuss today, man. It's another great day to give thanks. Another great day in the sport of boxing. I'm out Richmond, VA right now. As y'all can see, it's raining, it's nasty, the weather's nasty. Unfortunately, but should we still here, man? We still gonna show up. We still gonna put on for the people, man. Uh, I gotta adjust the background. Hold on, let me get my setup real quick. I started the live on the move. I ain't really even get my media assets in order. Let me see. Let me give me a second, real quick. But appreciate everybody that's coming in the building, man. Make sure y'all smash the like button. If you haven't followed the channel, follow the channel. B3 Picks TV. We working. Let me get myself in order real quick. Shout out to my good brother Dub. Y'all gotta let me know. Do y'all prefer the real life version or the anime version? Y'all let me know. Yeah. Okay, let me adjust some of this. I'm getting some of these media assets out here, man. Salute everybody coming in the building. My brother Juan is in the building. Just as Juan. Salute to him. Make sure y'all follow him. Just as Juan. Um, okay, good morning. Salute to Joe Bet. God bless. Once you get into thoughts on the fight, man, shout out to Bull Crawford on a dominating performance. Um, wow, an amazing event, great weekend. Sport. It was a fire weekend, man. The fights was way too late though. Turkey got to do something about that. He can never disrespect the East Coast, Eastern Standard Savings Time, New York Stock Exchange. He can never do that. My brother Mark, he said I'm choppy. Okay, let me tighten up. Let me get right, Mark. Hold on, Mark. Yeah, it's raining out here today, man. All right, I'm back. Yeah, it's crazy. It's raining out here, man. We out here working. Hopefully the audio coming through, man. Mark, let me know if the audio good. The audio better now. Okay. He said Stephen Urkel. Shout out to my brother Mark. Listen, we working, man. We working. I appreciate everybody in the building, man. Make sure y'all smash the like button. If y'all haven't followed the channel, follow the channel. B3 Picks TV. Let me see if my media asset loaded up. Come on now. Let me get my media asset. Yeah, BB already came coming in talking about his propaganda. How's propaganda? That's how he moving his merch, you know, saying that he might be done. What's y'all thoughts, man? Do y'all want to see Canelo retire from the sport of boxing? Y'all let me know if is Canelo going to retire from the sport of boxing? Did Bud Crawford just retire Canelo? Listen, Turkey said he got two more fights in 2026. He ain't going nowhere. He said, brother, you ain't going nowhere. But as y'all know, Canelo knows one thing for sure, one thing's for certain. You can't play boxing because
Thing is, you only got to fuck up once. Be a little slow, be a little late, just once.
that's all it takes. And Hamza Shiraz, he want to make a name for himself. So y'all gotta let me know. Is that what y'all want for Canelo, Hamza Shiraz, or for Canelo to walk off into the sunset as one of the greats? Y'all gotta let me know. Is Bud retires Canelo? Does that damage his legacy? Is he not still the greatest Mexican fighter of this generation? Come on now, y'all let me know. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'm about to move around and you know, get my work done as well. Hey, how you doing? Thanks, Steve. All right, thank you. How you doing? Yeah, you know, I ain't trying to do too much, but it's first watch, so you know what that means. First watch. Hey man, hopefully the audio stay clear, man. Well, I'm out Chesterfield right now. That's a little countryside for y'all that don't know, but yeah, we gonna work, man. We gonna work. We got to double work. We gonna double time right now. We on double time. Let me get my colors and schemes right. Let me get the colors and the schemes right for the day. 100%. Salute to the my brother Scott. He said, BBO is crying in the car. Absolutely. Talking about Conti, man. They talking about snack work, trying to blame Conti. I've heard it all. Man, listen, I've heard it all. They trying to say snack works. They trying to blame Victor Conti. Man, nasty work. Nasty work out here by the brother BBO. I mean, I heard him say, I was like, for the life of me, for this whole time, Scholar, I was under the impression that Jamel Charlo was BBO's favorite fighter. But I just watched a video that confirmed Canelo is BBO's favorite fighter. I mean, wow. I mean, I'm not surprised, man. He's been kind of leaving little hints for a while now. So shout out to the good brother BVO. May his joy for boxing rest in paradise. Um, I mean, Crawford put that to bed. Oh, but now BVO said he has a new fighter, Scholar. You didn't I forgot that part. His new fighter is Terence Bud Crawford. So he's coming over to support the black fighters. I'm sure he's gonna ride Crawford's coattail until Crawford retires. I mean, leave it to this brother Crawford to dominate 140, dominate Earl Spence, a unified champion at 47, move up another division, dominate Madrimov, in my opinion. I think he had it 9-3. And now he has to go up another two divisions and dominate Canelo for these brothers to realize that Crawford is who he says he is. So that's what I be telling these guys. And I told them last night, like, you know, it's not enough just to be great. You gotta exceed the greats. I got another photo. Hold on, let me pull this up. Shout out to my good brother Crest the Legend. Let me load up all these media assets. Then might as well, right? Let me load up the media assets for the day. Let me see if show y'all what I created behind the scenes. He said BVO changed more than a move ring. Tell me about it. Called Berlanga Champ. Yeah, where you at, Mark? You better pull up, Mark. They gonna make me do the road show by myself. For how long? It's been 10 minutes. Pull up. Y'all know I'm gonna stay on, but we can't have no dead air. We gotta cook on this. But hold on, let me change the layout real quick so y'all can see what's going on, see what time it is. So shout out to Canelo, man. Uh what a great fighter, a great career. I mean, people are pushing him to retirement. They don't want to see a rematch. What happened to get it back in blood? I thought everybody wanted fighters to get it back in blood. Now they saying, it's okay for Canelo to retire. He been fighting since he was 15 and all this other stuff, man. Canelo, that would be, I mean, with two fights on the deal, Turkey said, no, sir. We need you in the UK versus Shiraz or Eubank Jr. One of those matchups. I mean, maybe Pacheco or Benavidez in Vegas. He gonna have to do something. Turkey said he already got the money set aside for you. Come on now. And I'm gonna tell you what, if I was Canelo, I wouldn't leave no 100 million, 200 million on the table. That would be Very irresponsible, man. Very irresponsible. So y'all gotta let me know what y'all think. And salute to the Crush the Legend. Shout out to the legend in the building. Man, I gotta know what y'all thoughts on this, man. Is Canelo retirement? Is that what y'all expect? Bud retiring Canelo? What? What? He done moved up in weight, and now they talking about Canelo is going to step away from the sport of boxing. You can't make this stuff up, man. Salute to the OG Crush, Champ Ross, my brother in the building. Scholar in the building. He said, Champ said, hold on, man. Let me see what chat was saying. BBO favorite fighter, Jake Paul, case closed, Ohio's best. He said, BVO gonna come on live wearing the Samson red bandana. Viva BVO. Salute to the good brother, man. Yeah, we working, man. It's it's a great feeling to be covering boxing right now. I mean, the great Bud Crawford is kind of cementing his legacy, moving up two divisions, becoming a five division champion. I mean, going undisputed at 168, doing the unthinkable, the task that people said he couldn't do. They said it was going to be too much weight. They said, a good big man always beats a good little man. And Crawford deaded all those narratives. So, I mean, we got to start talking about. I mean, Crawford is definitely the best of this generation. Now, whether or not he goes on to be a top 10 Mount Rushmore fighter, I think it's all opinionated, right? I think it's all opinionated. I mean, I'm putting him on Henry Armstrong levels. That's what I'm doing. Now, does he have the resume? It's a different era, you know. They didn't have, the influx of capital in the sport, the control and the assets from managers and promoters like they do in this generation, in this era. So there's a lot of moving and maneuvering, and uh, y'all know it is. It's picking and choosing in this era, man. It's all about the business. So shout out to Bud Crawford for dominating the business era, the post Floyd Mayweather era. I mean, it took him a while, but I want to know from y'all, in y'all opinion. Let me pull up Bud. Shout out to my good brother Crush the Legend. Crush inspired this one. Uh, with the ghosts, man. Listen, the ghosts of fighters past. And a lot of my brothers already told me that, Free and Crush, they said, listen, Bud could retire today. He don't have to do nothing. They don't want to see him lose his faculties. They want him to enjoy his money, enjoy his family. Uh, a lot of people echo that sentiment that, Bud could retire today and he's a future first ballot Hall of Famer. But then on the flip side is Bud Crawford wants to be mentioned amongst the greatest of all time. He wants the historians to list him with Joe Louis and Muhammad Ali and Sugar Ray Robinson and Floyd Money Mayweather. That's what Crawford wants to be at that level. So a lot of the guys, a lot of the historians are saying that he's not top 10, that he's not even top 15. They saying that his resume not deep enough. They saying Canelo and Spence, that ain't gonna do it. They need more than that. They need more than a Sean Porter before retirement. They need more than a 135 Gamboa. They say they need more. So, you know, that's what it is. That's what they telling you, Crawford. They saying Canelo cool, do more. They said Canelo is cool, bruh. Just the best Mexican fighter this generation, arguably all time. They said that's cool, bruh. Do more. We need you to work harder. So, hey, y'all gotta let me know. Salute to the Queen Angie baby in the building. Appreciate the Queen Angie baby. Miss Joette said I thought BVO's favorite boxer was Tio. BVO like to pick and choose. That's my brother. You already know. Soon enough, his favorite fighter gonna be Gary Antoine. You can bank on that. Soon enough. So I mean, let's just say this, man. Bud Crawford, he's defied all odds. I mean, y'all already know he was kept away from the big name. Salute to the brother John Parham. Salute to my good brother Prize Fighter. Listen, make sure y'all smashing the like button. If y'all haven't followed the channel, follow the channel B3 Picks TV. I'm working right now. I'm on a road show. I'm working. You know what I'm saying? Anybody in the building, pull up on me. Pull up. Yeah. Canelo cool. They say Canelo cool, but you got to do more. Let me see. Salute, man. Appreciate y'all. Smash the like button. Hold on. I'm trying to multitask. What's good, Mugs? And what's up? Just found this channel. Salute, Mugs. God bless. Appreciate you. My brother Prize is pulling up. What's good, Prize? How my audio coming through?
You good, Brody? What's poppin'?
Good, family. Everything is good, man. God is great. Just moving around
Salute
right
to
now.
everybody in the chat.
Yeah, you already know it's open panel, so I need you to cook as much as possible, Prize.
Yeah.
Let me say this. Mug, salute, God bless. Appreciate you in the building.
Yes.
Definitely appreciate you finding the channel. Please subscribe. We definitely building, just growing it. Now, John Perry said he had Canelo in 10. Woo! He said John Perry said Canelo has nothing else to prove. I'm in agreement. I'm in agreement. Let's kick it off like that. Let's kick it off with my good brother Canelo. You see that, Prize?
Yeah. That's
Hold
crazy.
on. Hey, Senor Canelito.
Yeah,
Hey,
boy.
listen.
Wow. You
One
said
of
you
the
had Canelo in 10. What you mean by that?
I guess I'm getting a stoppage.
That he picked
Yeah.
Canelo in 10. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
uh-huh.
can think
10th
like that.
round stoppage.
I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people picked them Bud to go lose. I said I'm gonna stick. I said I'm gonna stick with Crawford because I feel like he had the boxing abilities like Floyd Mayweather, not as good as defensive as a Floyd Mayweather, but his ability and his IQ. Because all you had to do is the same thing that the people that beat him, box and turn him. Everybody that beat him, box and turned them. Everybody. Bevo did it. Floyd showed you how to do it. Then Bivol did it. You know what I'm saying? And now
Yeah.
Terence Crawford did it. Laura did it too, but even though he didn't get but Laura was doing it too, but he was just using a little bit too much lateral movement. You know what I'm saying? He can't
Mm-hmm.
do it, but it's still he stuck to the blueprint and was working. His left hand was working all night. Same thing, Terence Crawford, left hand working, that power jab up front, his good hand up front, man. Everything he did was what he was supposed to do, what I said he's supposed to do. If he box and turn him and don't stand in front of him too long, and then when he does stand in front of him and let his combinations go, you get out of there. But he's so strong, he had enough to keep Canelo off. When Canelo fought back, he flurried again, like in that ninth round. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, yeah, I mean, he just boxed beautifully. But as far as Canelo, um, I feel you like it's some money left for him to make, but he really don't have to fight no more. Canelo is already worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Maybe he has enough to go back to Mexico or wherever he stays at and do family stuff because he's a very good father, a very good family man. You can tell if you follow his
Yeah.
Instagram and follow Canelo, he's a very good guy. Um, I know some people might not like the way he moved out, like in the ring, like business wise and all that. But outside the ring, he's a good guy overall. I can tell. But he don't have really nothing else to prove. I mean, he still. I mean, I feel like he can still beat some of them dudes like that you name, like Shiraz and all them. I still don't think they got enough experience to mess with Canelo. You know what I'm saying? So if he wants to leave
Yeah.
that money on the table, that's his business because he is a family man. He's probably he's still young, but
Yeah.
he got his money and his cars and his
It's
watches and his
about that's about 200 million no prize being left on the table. I don't know if
yeah.
we can
But
believe that.
what's it? Wasn't the Canelo worth like $200-300 million? Like
Oh yeah, I would
he's
say that
making
probably a
like
little more
40,
than this.
50. Yeah, he might be more than
Yeah,
that. He
he
might be
he he
worth
worth
four
more
hundred
than that.
million. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. That's what I'm saying. So, like, I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised if my boy Canelo worth 400 million, something around net worth. And if he put all his assets, I ain't saying he got 400 million in the bank in cash, but I'm saying.
Yeah, he up there. He got bread. It ain't about the bread. I mean, he got bread. But I would say
Mhm.
this, I just wouldn't leave it on the table. Because I mean, anytime and Prize, can you hear me?
Yep.
Reason why I say that is, I mean, have you seen Jerry Jones' yacht?
Yeah.
I'm
It's
just saying,
called a
Canelo
super
probably could.
yacht.
I know. I think it's worth like 250 million.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
another
I
kind of
ain't gonna
money
lie.
though.
Canelo can't pass up on that. I know. I know. He might not get one of
You
those,
might not. And
uh,
some
but
people
that'd be
like
crazy.
I always tell y'all, all money ain't good money. Is it him going in worth going in there getting his brains knocked out? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? When he already got two, 300 million. Like if I already got 2 or 300 million, and if it's not too much of a risk, yeah, I'll take 100 million. But fighting Shiraz is a pretty good risk, especially after that Crawford showing. 'Cause he looked like he didn't have nothing. He said he was like his body couldn't do it. He said it. You know what I mean? So he go in there, Shiraz is liable to knock his brains out. But I think Canelo can possibly beat him. You know what I mean? Because just off the sheer experience. But come on, man.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know,
with you,
yeah.
man.
Somebody in the chat said 310 mils. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Ooh.
it's cool to go. Listen, I love money. If you know me in real life, you know I love money. But sometimes all money ain't good money. It's just like, all right, I got 200. I got what they say, $310 million.
Yeah.
And I'm a kingpin or something. Do I need to go make another? Do I need to go risk everything and go make another 100, 200 million, which would be nice? But I feel like
Right.
$300 million is enough for you. What do you got? How many kids he got? I don't even think he got that many kids, bro. You know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
I think he had a baby boy. She should have three
What do
kids. I know he got an
okay,
older
it's
daughter. She
normal.
got at
That's
least three.
normal. That's normal. Like for a
Uh-huh.
standard household, 2, 3 kids. Okay, whatever. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? Man, them kids can grow up good with with $300 million worth of assets and
Yeah.
liquid. They'd be good. They'd be Gucci. You know what I mean? Canelo is not like he's 40, 50 years old, bro.
Oh yeah, and he could speak. He's bilingual, so he'll be able to do events, and he could do it
Yeah.
for the
Man,
rest of his
Canelo
life.
he probably could do some. He probably could go back to Mexico and get his promotional company popping and host fights and man, and if he go, all he gotta do is go out, all he gotta do is show up like
Yeah,
Turkey do. You know what I'm saying? He could be Turkey in Mexico if he want. He got the funding to start it,
he could be Turkey in Vegas.
man. That's what I'm saying.
Shit,
Canelo's
he the
still that.
next. Yeah, he's still that guy. So that's what I'm
People
saying.
show
And
up. Shout out Dank
yeah,
Father. But people show up to see Canelo. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Canelo can do, he got so many options. I mean, I know I don't, for a fighter going out on a loss is probably tough. Well, if you want to, I would just go do one more, forget Turkey and all them, go do one more in Mexico, do an easy one and have a farewell thing. Now, everybody's going to show up, bro. And just go in there and beat up a little contender and just farewell. He's still going to make good money.
yeah, man. Yeah, I'm in agreement, man. Shout out to Canelo.
Shout
I
out
mean, he
Canelo.
had a great career, man.
Yeah.
Amazing career. He fought a lot of top fighters. And he's proven, man. He definitely did to be great. Going up, he stopped Kovalev at 175. So I mean, shout out. I mean, he was started off at 15. So and he fought Floyd at 23. So yeah, so Canelo has definitely given his blood, sweat, and tears to the sport.
Yeah.
Um,
I know he got
now,
caught up on the stuff. I know I was real critical of him, but can't do that stuff. But
all right,
he's still he's still he's
now
still
we got
nice.
now we got Bud Crawford.
Right.
They telling me that he got to do a little more. And salute to the good brother Crush, the legend in the building.
OG Crush.
How audio coming through, Crush? Okay, I can't hear Crush. Can you hear me, Prize?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Crush coming through a little bit. What's going on, Crush?
What's going on, my bros?
Man, we good, man. Another great morning. Just it's just a lot to discuss. And I appreciate you coming in the building. Let's everybody in the building. Make sure y'all smash the like button. Lock in with us on B3 Picks TV. We working. Um, salute to everybody in the building. Now, before let me kick this back to you, Crush. We're gonna start off with this way, and then we'll move to Bud. What's your thoughts on Canelo retiring from the sport of boxing? I mean, he's had over 70 fights. He's been fighting professional since he was 15 in Mexico. Do you think that's the right move for him to leave that money on the table? Because Turkey said he locked in for two more. Would you leave that on the table, Crush? Or do you think he need to go ahead and fight a Eubank Jr. or a Shiraz and collect that bag?
No, I think you should go and retire, man. Whenever you retire, you're still going to leave something on the table. You know what I'm saying? So He didn't already
Hmm.
did
Great
enough. And
points.
like you said, you covered a lot of the facts. This man been boxing since he was 15 years old. So it's a lot of years. You know what I mean? So he has reached a point in his boxing career where he can retire. And man made Daffy Wall bucks money. You can't take it all. You can get it as much as you can't take it all with you. So yeah, that's his prerogative. But I think she go and retire, man.
I do too, Chris. Because like he has nothing else to prove either. He had a historic 168 run. However, it went down. It went down. Real, we know the real facts, but it happened.
Yeah.
But
Nah, that,
it happened.
nah,
So
that's real.
I
Let's
don't.
let's
Mhm.
let's push it, Prize. I want you to start off with this one though, because and shout out to the legend coming in the building. This is about I made this. As y'all can see, we got the ghost over Bud. Ali's ghost, Floyd Mayweather Jr., Floyd Joy Mayweather, and then Sugar Ray Robinson. I mean, and then here's it go. Like Canelo, cool. You got to do more. What's your take on this, Prize? Just in the fact, like, okay, Bud said he wants to go to 160, right?
I heard him say that.
He wants to get a sixth division under his belt.
Mm,
He's not looking for towards retirement. What's
okay.
your thoughts on that for Bud Crawford? Do you want to see him conquer 160? And let me ask you this into a second. I want Crush to come in off of this. Is there anything you could see him doing to put him up there with a Floyd Joy Mayweather, Sugar Ray Robinson, just an Ali? Putting in, stamping himself. Maybe arguably could replace somebody in your top five or be pushed into your top three. Is there anything he can do?
Um, I man, I mean, it's always going to be a debate. So, like D Free said, he's in the argument now. So I'll leave it at that. But I mean, I heard Terrence say he wants to do that at 160. Do I want to see him do it? It's nobody at 160. But at this point, you know, because to the casual fans, Canelo, the pound for pound best, the money man, all this guy, by Terrence knocking him off makes him the number one man. So he can pretty much do what he wants, especially at his age. He is almost 40. So if people say it's not enough, there's going to be people that's going to say it was enough. It's always going to be an argument. But again, like D Free said, he's in the argument now. So if he goes on a 160 run, I mean, I don't have a problem with that. I would watch it because it's Terrence Crawford, but he has a lot of options. If I'm Bud, I probably just chill. I probably chill for the year. He just made a ton of money. I probably do my rounds, get my face out more, be a little bit more vocal, be a little bit more, you know, make yourself available for your fans to try to gain more fans and then see what's up. Then they might demand you, But all that Benavidez talk, it's not Benavidez is not gonna come down to no 68. If he did that, I don't think that would be fair for Benavidez because I think Terrence might. I don't know. I don't think Benavidez can make 68, but he could be in the talk. He could be in an argument with him. But I mean, like, there's going to be some people that say Floyd beat 26 champions. Then you're going to say, well, Terrence undisputed five things. And there's some people that don't care about undisputed. You know what I mean? Because, like, they'll start breaking it down. Like, who did you beat? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like that. And we want to break down who Floyd beat, and then it'll turn into an argument. So, like D3 said, I got to agree with him. He's in the argument now. It's going to be an argument. But I don't need him to go. I mean, if he go on a 60 run, he gonna go beat up Janavet and Laura, which I think would be a pretty good fight. But I mean, if he want to do that, then shout out to him. How soon is he trying to do that? Is he trying to do that like early? Is he starting that journey next year? I don't know, Crush. You think if he gonna do that, is he gonna fight what? February, March, April?
Man, listen. I, I
Crawford
I
is.
spoke about this. I spoke about this somewhat on my show this morning. Um, there's nothing at 160. I don't care what you're trying to make up. Now, if that's what he wants to
That's what
do,
I'm saying.
cool. That's cool if that's what he wants to do. But
Hmm.
I'm a person. I look at everything in reality, man, and everything ain't forever. And we always act like we want to see guys fight till they're like 100 years old. Are y'all serious? It's a lot of more people that can have a career So once these guys reach a certain pedestal, and then y'all ain't gonna do nothing but start crying and complaining. Ain't nobody called for that fight because nobody want to see Bud fight no damn Carlos Adames, no Jitterbeck, and
And
nobody at no
Laura,
damn 160.
yeah,
Laura would be the best thing, but nobody's caught. So he's about to go make fights at a weight class that we're not asking for. This, so there's no legacy there, people. There's no
yeah.
legacy. So he's just doing
See, I
filler
don't
fights for
understand.
money.
I don't
You know,
understand. I don't understand. You think what's going on, Pawn? Saying expecting a 38 year old man to cut weight to be dominant is crazy. That's not what me and Crush or B3 said. That's what Terence Crawford said he wanted to do. That's not what we're expecting him to do. We're just saying if he does do it, you know what I mean, then it's like Crush just told you, there's really nobody at 60 that y'all want to see him fight. So I mean, but if he wants to do it, he can do whatever he want. You know what I'm saying? That's what he said
That's
he
a
wanted to
fact.
do. He said
Hey,
he
salute.
wanted to. He said, "Hell, maybe I go to the 60 and get in my,
Hmm.
six, whatever."
Yeah, that's
and
the thing. They Bernie, Bernie always in his ear. So and they put a lot of emphasis on the Ring magazine being the lineal beating the man of the division. So to Pon question and salute, Pon, appreciate you coming in.
Yeah.
The only really motive would really to be beating a lineal champion in Janabek, right? The man in
Hmm.
160, if he stays there. And then that way you can say, okay, I went down there, I beat the man of the division, I became a sixth division champion. Now Crest the Legend might have to even say, okay, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I might have to start looking at you with these guys. But I mean, that would be the only motive in my opinion.
I don't know what his motive
man,
is. Yeah, other than that,
listen,
what are you gonna do? There's nobody there. I want to see him fight. I don't care about Jinder Bet. He's been sitting there and he ain't undisputed that division yet. So I don't, it's
Yeah.
nobody at
man,
60. Laura's 40 something years old. I mean, only the old heads we probably appreciate that, but a lot of y'all ain't.
man. I don't care about all this 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and on weight classes. I don't give a damn about how many weight classes somebody for that. These things does not automatically put these people above people who didn't do it. Because y'all going off of accomplishments. That don't make a person necessarily better than another fighter. They got to get in the ring with these people. Y'all keep talking about undisputed. Who told y'all that undisputed is the must height that you must reach in boxing? No, no one ever said that. That's just the extra accolade that they added on. See, once you become a champion, that's where it's at. Y'all taking shit way too far. It's just extra. See, this is the problem now. Too many weight classes and too many goddamn belts. It's too much. It's too much. So I don't care. Well, if I do this, would this put him above? Let me tell y'all something right now. All this accolade shit and this, that, and the other. Go look at the whole entire Hall of Fame and you see how many people that's in there that didn't even do none of that shit. I, y'all do know this. I'm not talking about y'all, but for the ones who don't know, y'all do know this. It's not, go look it up. So I don't know where boxing fans get this set rules and heights and Richter scales. You don't. You didn't create the sport. Just enjoy what comes with it. That's what I do. So I don't care what he does. I don't care what he try to do. It's not going to surpass this man. There shouldn't be no comparison. It's two different eras. So it should be no comparison in the first place. No, it don't make it better. No, it don't make them better. Because guess what? You know what'll make who's better if they got in the ring and fight each other. That's the only way you're gonna find out who's better. They get in the ring and fight each other, not going off with some eye test looking at a sheet. Well, he did this, he did that. Well, he did this and did that. Look at all that. This man was never undisputed and none of that, and he ran fucking boxing. What are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? We talk about one of the biggest names in the sport, and everybody talking about what he didn't do. But the shit he didn't do made him the biggest thing ever in the sport. This dude ain't do none of this shit, but y'all compare accolades to a motherfucker that didn't accomplish these accolades. Do y'all know what y'all sound like?
Yeah.
You prove my point that I've been saying. None of that shit don't matter because you comparing guys who these accolades to a dude who didn't do none of this, and then try to, low key play. Well, he didn't do this. That don't make him better. And I'm gonna say this and pass the mic to my brothers. No matter what he does, he would never be able to fuck with Floyd Mayweather's resume or his damn accomplishments.
Do you think wasn't Zab and Floyd supposed to be for undisputed, but he lost to Baltimore? He lost a couple belts. How'd that go down? Or was it the
Uh,
Zab on? Because didn't Zab beat Corey?
yeah. Zab won the one with Corey, but I think that was supposed to be more so for unification
Okay, was
because
it for three belts?
see, Floyd was always on that. Listen, man, I'm not gonna be paying for all these belts. Eh, that's what you forget. We forget that they got to pay for these titles. They got to pay the own ownership for these titles that are putting the goddamn work in. Man, y'all crazy.
Yeah, I feel like the belts are for like Abdullah Mason, like to put you in position to like once you get past not needing a belt, like a Javante Davis, like you know, it's good for him to. He's bigger than the belt now, so if he
Nah,
fights,
I don't want to say that. I can't say that because then how do we get him to fight the top guys? You see what I'm saying? The
well,
belts is the
if they
unifications is how they match up, prize. If
okay,
you
but
don't,
let's say some of the top guys don't have the belts, then maybe they just moving up. Like I move up to fight you, you know what I'm saying, or something like that, or I move down to fight you or whatever. Like once you like Abdullah Mason, like we're all excited for him to get his first world title shot to see him go out and win it. You know what I mean? He needs to unify. He needs to do all that stuff. But if he beats like a couple big names, then they start moving funny. They become bigger than the belts. Some of them.
I'm gonna be a little controversial, but I'm gonna keep it honest. Like Abdullah Mason, fantastic fighter, but in comparison, like Crawford said it best. He said, that they wanted him to show his ass. They wanted him to act like a nigga. You know what I'm saying? They wanted him to wear diamond chains. They wanted him to shit talk his opponents. It's a lot of things that he decided not to do that they wanted him to do to build his brand. That's what they want to see from us. They want to see us show our ass and act the ass. I guess that builds up our star power, whatever. That galvanizes our fan base, which is corny as hell. So those are some of the reasons why Crawford isn't looked at as a larger than life figure, or he possibly why he wasn't able to get certain names in the ring is because he didn't do what they wanted him to do. He bucked against the system. And he actually made sure, he did it his way. A clean cut guy, family man, all about hard work, stayed with his original team. At the end of the day, that's GOAT material. That's the guy. That's the type of character that you want to present in front of the public. That's the type of guy that you want to put in front of your kids and and everybody and say, this is how you're supposed to handle yourself, irregardless of what these people want you to do. You do you. You be yourself. So that's the difference to me.
Yeah, well, that's deep.
I mean,
You
that's
know.
what the brother said out his mouth. And we know real life. We know real spill. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We know what get clicks and views. it ain't the brother that's
But
wearing
Terrence
some
never
Wrangler jeans.
Terrence never was the one that wear a bunch of chains and stuff like that. Though I don't remember him
Yeah,
having a neck full of
he's
diamonds.
100%, 100%. Because that's what he said. He made it a point to He said he made it a point to ensure that
I don't even think I ever seen him with a watch or rings or nothing.
yeah, he made it a point to ensure that he didn't carry himself that way. That wasn't him.
He got a rollie, I think he said.
Yeah, that wasn't him. So, man, shout out to Bud, man. He truly shown that he's definitely the GOAT of this generation. I'm just hoping that other people can follow in his footsteps and kind of doing it their own way. Like a Kermit Moe and a Joseph Brown, Scooter Davis, all these guys that's coming up behind Floyd is going to lead this next generation. Abdullah Mason, my God.
All I see him with him, B3 is maybe when he's out and about is a small like gold, like look kind of rose gold, like Jesus piece type, but
But that's
nothing
it.
like
But
nothing
that's it, bro.
too. He still wears like he got on some Versace and some.
Mm-hmm.
Alexander McQueen. He still wears like designer clothes, but he does it in a way like you don't see him dressed too crazy. I mean, he is kind of country, so he'll get
Yeah,
a Louis
man.
belt and all that, but he don't go all crazy with like some of like the young boys, like the Charlos or something. You know what I mean?
Right, right. You right. You right. But I mean, I'm saying to each his own. But what I'm saying is that this guy that we have to applaud Crawford. You know what I'm saying? We have to applaud him for doing it his way. It's a lot of guys that want to imitate Floyd, and try to do a Floyd way. But I'm just hoping and praying that Abdullah Mason can be able to do it his way. You see what I'm saying?
It looked like he moving like the right way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It looked like he's like another one. One of them. He a young boy though, so I expect him to wear chains and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I don't know if he does or he doesn't. But I don't really. I don't really care about that too much. But sometimes you be too much like it can be too much, and they want you to show your ass off, like you said. For instance, like Edgar Berlanga, he showed his ass off. You know what I'm saying for that Shiraz fight. He tossed money at them. He got a bunch of chains and stuff on. That's what they want to see. You know what I mean? But Terrence ain't like that, bro.
Man, he did it. He did it the right way, the Omaha way. He kept his head down. He put in hard work, and that's it.
Abdullah
That's what
looked
it's
like he
about.
not like that way either.
John Terrence said 40 fought safe.
Yeah, as Money
I do
Mayweather,
agree.
Not,
When he
not,
got
not,
older,
not.
not
Yeah, as he
not
got older.
not Pretty
Yeah,
Boy
yeah,
Floyd.
his hands. He had the hands. He
yeah,
didn't want to. He had to be
yeah,
careful because you got to say in a 12-round fight, 36 minutes, John. Anything can happen. Go ahead,
Hmm.
Trey.
yeah. Y'all gotta stop speaking like. Yeah, I hate when guys speak on this dude and they don't speak on his entire resume. Because when he was pretty boyish, the reason why his hands got the way he was because he was cracking on shit.
Hmm.
Y'all leave that part out. Pretty boy was cracking on shit. He was doing the Uncle Roger side of the Mayweather,
Hmm.
cracking on shit, and was going against tough opponents, guys that can hit, guys that had elusive styles, all that. He went up against animals.
Big punchers like Diego Corrales when he was an underdog. Everybody thought he was too small. Corrales gonna throw too many punches. He's gonna pin Floyd to the rope. Man, Floyd set him up all night. That's like again, people thought Arturo Gotti was gonna beat him to the body, slow him down. That was one of his best performances. Mayweather was an underdog in that. He still was Pretty Boy Floyd. He fought people like DeMarcus Corley, hard hitters. He'll tell you about people like the Drunken Master. You know what I mean? He'll tell you. I mean, his resume. It's pretty deep, bro.
Man, it's
Pretty deep.
crazy,
That's an
man.
understatement.
Right.
Listen,
This brother,
that
this
man,
brother, he fought the who's who.
yeah, he
He
did.
fought
But
Zab.
most of these guys, once they get past all the hard work and they still in the game, they all do the same thing. And that's another thing, y'all so selective with your outrage. Because Floyd Mayweather is not the only one who started taking like shit after he did all the heavy load. He ain't the only one. And apparently he ain't gonna be the last one. Oscar start doing the same shit after a while. A lot of them. Mike Tyson start fighting shit ass competition. What are
Hmm.
y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? See, you gotta watch what you say around me. Because I'm gonna bring the flip side up. You just ain't gonna cover one side, people. We don't do that over here. Whenever you see an STN, we covering both sides, no matter who bring it up. Because we all got the knowledge to do it. We ain't doing that. I hate that type of talk. Let's bring both sides up. Don't be selective and be pitching and pull all that shit out. That's how you get it done.
Hmm.
That's how you can be always honest with who's and what they done what. It's not about your passion for the likeness so much. It's just the fact of it. That's just the fact. And
Yeah.
Bud and Canelo did everything they can fucking do. Now, Bud want to stick around, make some money, cool. Is it going to make his resume any better? No, it's not because of who he's facing. Now, if he was going up
Who would he
against
be able
another,
to beat? I don't think there's
that's the
if I
that's
could
the
pick
thing,
three
Fry.
fighters for him to beat right now, it's I don't still think me personally. Now you're gonna have other people that disagree, and that's cool. But and you got people running around here saying they'll debate you if Usyk is better. That Usyk is better of this generation and not Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? You got them people running around. So um Terrence
Man,
Crawford,
they're nuts.
yeah, they have their opinion. They got good opinions. Why? But I don't.
Like,
I still think that Terrence Crawford, he having a good run, but I don't think there's enough he could do to catch up to uh, Floyd Mayweather because you got to break Mayweather career down in two different things or eras or whatever you want to say. You have to break up
right.
this pretty boy Floyd, who the reason he fought safe, like Brother John said, he fought safe because his hands was all brittle by the time he got to that age, and if he would have keep doing what he was doing, he had to change his style up. He ain't gonna be able to compete. You only gonna see him once a year. I mean, Floyd went on a crazy run. He couldn't get certain fighters in the ring. You know what I mean? He got in there with Castillo. People thought Castillo beat him. He's like, oh, okay. Ran it back. Made it look easy. You know what I mean? Anytime he have a close fight, he run it right back. He don't wait around. He don't sit out the ring for a year. Let's run it right back then.
Hmm.
And he runs it right
Right.
back, and he go show you, man, like Madonna fought him good. Just because he lost 2 rounds in a row, don't people go crazy? You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
he fought some tough dudes, man. And I think Terrence Crawford fought some tough dudes too, but not as many as Floyd Mayweather. Like Miguel Cotto was a tough dude, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Pacquiao was a tough guy.
Exactly.
Marquez was a tough guy.
That's the
Yeah,
fact.
I agree with Aircraft. No Canelo and Spence when put Bud next to Floyd, close to Floyd or over Floyd. Y'all tripping.
Yeah, that can't. That's not. That's like. So then, see this. What they'll
You're
say. Well,
tripping.
Terrence Crawford undisputed. Well, how many weight divisions is he four now?
5
Four,
divisions,
five
3
top.
undefeats.
Okay, so let's say he goes four undisputed, right, in 6 divisions or whatever, right?
Yeah.
My argument to be is, well, Floyd beat 26 champions. Terrence Crawford never beat 26 champions. So I mean, there's an argument there. You could argue that. Like I said, I just don't think it's nothing. It's okay though. That doesn't make him not great. You know what I'm saying? Because
I'm about to
like
go
for,
there.
for for a kid like 22 years old, 23 years old, Terrence Crawford is 40 years old or whatever, right? About to be, he's almost. But a young kid that he might like. My son is 22, right? Terrence Crawford to him is the best fighter he's ever seen in his life. He didn't get to see Floyd. He was young when Floyd was doing his thing. He would watch, but he was into other stuff. He was a kid then. He wasn't like me, who I could sit there and watch boxing at 7, 8. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But so I watched Floyd all his career, bro, since the '90s, dog. Like I haven't missed a fight. So you like he's just different. But Terrence Crawford to a young kid like my son, let's say if Bud fight and retire, they'll say, well, he's the greatest of my time, of my lifetime. I ain't seen nobody better than him. Not Canelo, not nobody. I didn't get to see Floyd. So, and they might say, well, what about Usyk? You'll say, what about Usyk? Yeah, Usyk cool, but Terrence Crawford did something I think greater than Usyk did. If you want, because people talk about Usyk and all you got to go off his competition. I mean accolades. I apologize because I don't think like his competition was cool. It's
Hmm.
debatable with him and Terrence Crawford between their competition. Neither one of them competition better than Floyd. So I mean, if you're talking about all time, but it's tough though. But I mean, I don't think there's nothing Terrence can do.
But
Yeah, so
I'm
let me
about to
say this
dig
real
even
quick.
deeper here.
Nah,
Go ahead,
go
go
ahead.
ahead,
No,
go ahead.
cook, no, cook, crush. I just want to say salute to
I'm about.
Carrie in the building and T Hill, man. Listen, everybody in the building, make sure y'all smash the like button. If you could pull up on the panel, pull up on the panel. Let's work.
Now dig this. Since y'all want to be talking this shit. All right. So everybody worrying about surpassing Floyd. So what, he surpassed Ali? What, he already surpassed Sugar Ray Robinson? He surpassed Sugar Ray Leonard. He surpassed Duran. He surpassed Hearns. What y'all talking about? I can go on. But what y'all talking about?
Yeah.
What y'all talking about? Ali never did none of this shit, so I guess he's better than Ali, huh? Uh, that don't mean one. That means all. That means everybody that didn't do these things. Not just one person, because there's so many people that did not do these things. We're going to talk boxing or we're going to talk job. Told y'all, don't start this greatness talk shit. Y'all really want to go there? Let's go there. We're going to
It's
talk
too many
boxing. Let's
people
pull
on
it
the.
all up.
It's
Too
too many
many.
people on the. It's too many. Like I think I can find a way to squeeze Terence Crawford in maybe my top 20, 25, and that's being generous. Because if I pull up all time great lists and start ripping off names to y'all, y'all gonna be like, damn. You know what I mean? Like Crush just told y'all, is he greater than Sugar Ray Leonard and Hitman Hearns and Hagler? Hagler was a lifetime middleweight. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? He was just a dog, bro, and he fought them guys. So it's just a different time, and it's okay. It's not Terrence Crawford's fault that these kind of dogs ain't around in boxing like that no more. You know what I mean? Not like back when they was. So it's kind of hard to do that. I can't put him over Floyd. I don't think there's anything he can do. He can go undisputed middleweight, but we
I
talking
can't
about
put him over a lot of people.
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Even like Sugar Ray Robinson, like I don't think I could do that, man. Like
Talk
I don't
about
think I could do.
cracking Mount Rushmore. Off with some damn Canelo and goddamn EJ cracking a Mount Rushmore, and the rest of that resume is, don't get me started again.
Yeah, I mean, I think Terrence Crawford is he's if you want to go post Floyd Mayweather, if you want to just skip that era, he does have the case of being the best of all time. After Mayweather, you would say, okay, well,
I
because
think
De La
that's
Hoya had
unquestioned. I don't think that's even a question. I think he's the best fighter post Mayweather.
that's
Um,
fine,
yeah. So,
Yeah,
but see,
yeah.
it's a whole different ball game. Them brothers was fighting 10, 12, 15 times a year in some
right?
situations. Look how
Some
many
was time,
fights Salvador
not a year.
Sanchez
Some of
had.
them was fighting 3 and 4 times a month.
Yeah, ridiculous. So let me say this real quick. Just salute to my brother T Hill pulling up. What's going on, T Hill?
What's good with you guys? What's good?
Man, we doing great. We just talking. It's a lot of retirement talk for Canelo. It's also, we talking Bud, cementing his legacy amongst the greats. Can you speak about that? What's your take on Canelo? Would you lean to that, or do you believe he should finish out his 2 fight deal with Turkey?
Now, I think he should definitely finish up his 2 fight deal with Turkey. But if he wants to call, I mean, hell, he's had a long ass career, man. You know, and he is on the downswing of his career. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I have the right to tell somebody what they should do. So he should do what he actually feels is best. I mean, I'll say this: in that fight, he was frustrated and he quit. He wasn't made
Yeah,
to quit because the opponent was just hitting him, banging him too hard. He was quitting because he just couldn't keep up. He
yeah,
couldn't, you know, land his stuff. Everything was getting caught. And I think he just got frustrated at the end of 9. It was like, damn. And then his corner said, yeah, you just ain't got it, man. You might as well just shut it down. So, you know, he, the thing is, if he goes and fights, because the skull should have been like the telling point for us. He truly struggled in that skull fight. He struggled to keep up. He struggled to do that. And honestly, man, Skull outlanded him and outthrew him. But because he was Canelo, he was awarded that victory. Um, you
yeah,
can't say because he took such great punishment that because you know they like to do that nowadays. Like, oh, he ruined him. He ain't ruined. He ain't see like if he cinnamon, like John Parham said, his cinnamon done lost his savor. Don't hit with the same punch that he used to have when he ate. So it's like he might want to just go on and sit it down. But he's still gonna command money. So if he do take the fights, he could try to take the money fights. You know what I'm saying? People still will want to fight him and have that name on their resume, but yeah, the writing on the wall for him. I don't think he gonna be able to do much better than he was able to do in his last two fights.
I'm with you on that. Somebody got a little feedback. That might be you, Crush. I think it's a little feedback coming through, like
I
a
don't.
TV or something. But let me say this to my brother Carrier. I think he say he disagrees. I think he put Usyk as the best fighter post Mayweather. I mean, I like Usyk. We could break down the resume. He definitely did work. But I had to say this. Well, he got about 20, 22 fights, something like that. Now, you're putting him over Bud because his move up to heavyweight, right? Now, I'm gonna put the Canelo Bud's feet moving up two-way divisions to take undisputed from Canelo. I'm gonna rank that win over what we saw out of a Fury, which we know that he was coming off a trilogy with Wilder. He was never gonna be the same after that trilogy. And then AJ, and we all know AJ's deficiencies with boxing. I mean, AJ he was good for what for the opponents that he put him in with, but as we can see, once he stepped up, he really had some missing tools, especially with his footwork, and his defense. Andy Ruiz stopped him. So let's look at it like this, though. I'm gonna put more emphasis on undefeated Errol Spence, right or wrong, right? Because we all know, complications, whatever. He still was undefeated, unified champion. Now, Bud took his belts on his turf, and then he moved up a couple of divisions and fought, you know, Canelo, who is hopefully my audio still coming through. Canelo, who is undisputed right now. You see what I'm saying? So let me be honest with you. Oh, okay, you didn't say Usyk. My bad. Who do you putting over Crawford then for post Mayweather? As post Mayweather then. Yeah, I just feel like I wouldn't put AJ and Fury over Canelo and Arrow. But I gotta swing this to y'all real quick because they say that this probably one of the weaker eras in boxing, and I gotta ask y'all from y'all perspective and y'all opinion, is that based off of the heavyweight division? Because from when I learned about boxing, they say as the heavyweight division goes, so does the sport of boxing. So, what's y'all take on that? Do y'all think that's kind of credible in this sense because the heavyweight division is not as popping?
I don't think boxing's dead, bro. I don't think boxing's dead. You got some fights. You actually got a ton of fights that a lot of us want to see. So
No, I
heavyweights a
didn't say
little
box.
bit
You
down.
coming in late, Price. I was talking about the heavyweight division
Oh,
because
what?
we had the argument about Usyk, and I'm just saying, I'm like, well, they telling me this is the weakest era in boxing. But we gonna look at Usyk as doing something greater than Dow. But I mean, let's be honest. I mean, he really beat two names. Um, Daniel Dubois. I mean, that was a
That was
rematch.
a
He had already
rematch. Yeah.
stopped him. So I
But
mean,
they're
he's
gonna
fighting.
say
So he's
AJ
doing
and
rinse.
Fury.
He's doing rinse and repeat.
AJ
AJ
and
had
Fury
already got
was
knocked out.
yeah. Fury
Yeah,
was
AJ already
Fury
got
wins
knocked
were
out,
pretty good.
and Fury went life and death with Wilder three times. I mean, he got. I don't know. I mean, I could see if he beat somebody that was undefeated
Cruiserweight,
or
his cruiserweight run was pretty. It was some guys that we might not have heard of, but that don't make the
yeah,
guys
that
not
part
tough.
right there.
That his cruiserweight
That
run
part
was
right
pretty
there.
damn good. Just because we don't know Glossovkuf and Mashinov and all them damn names, don't mean them dudes can't rumble. I want y'all to stop doing that. And I'm not talking about you, beat. I'm talking about fans. Just because he ain't never heard of him. Oh, he who he fought, he ain't nobody. Just because you never heard of him, don't mean the man can't rumble. Y'all, like, come on, y'all gotta stop doing that.
Nobody. Let me say this. Nobody said
You breaking up, three. You'll be right.
Yeah, you giving us the
You
Roger
break it.
Troutman.
Yeah, yeah,
You
Roger
giving us the
Troutman.
computer love, baby
I
boy.
like that one, T Dot. And salute to you,
My
brother.
first 30 years.
Yeah. But I don't think that that we got to stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like boxing fans, you guys are like, I never heard of this guy. I never heard of that guy. Oh, he didn't fight this guy. These guys can fight, man. Like some of these guys can fight. Just because we never heard of them. See, a lot of y'all never heard of Lamont Roach. Let's be honest. But now a lot of y'all think he beat Tank because y'all so a bunch of Tank haters. He got a lot of haters. You feel me? He There you go. A lot of y'all ain't hear about no damn Lamont Roach until he fought Tank. None of y'all heard about Hector Garcia either. So it's a lot of people that always say somebody ain't fought nobody, but do you really know this dude? Like you ever seen him fight? How good is your eye test? You know? What? Get out of here, BBL.
Man, appreciate my
That's
brother holding it
crazy.
down, man. Appreciate y'all cooking with me today. Let me
Oh
move
yeah,
out of this
every
spot, man.
Friday.
Listen, it's
See?
raining out here. Let me move around real quick. Appreciate everybody in the building, man. We still working, we still building.
Smash the
Uh,
lights.
yeah, man. The Spence win is over. The AJ win, bro. Spence was undefeated. We seen AJ quit. He got knocked upside his head, and he couldn't continue. Crawford literally retired Errol Spence, so I don't even think of like an argument.
Uh,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, I didn't never think. See, I thought AJ was just okay, and then like it was cool. He beat what old Klitschko,
But
but
what I'm telling
nevertheless,
you is because it's Usyk, because we can prop up Usyk, AJ is a giant. He's a monster.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't a monster when we said that he was avoiding
Some,
Wilder, right?
some
He
call
was
my
looking
phone.
like a putty cat.
Yeah, he ain't want no wilder smoke. We all saw that. If you give me $50 million, oh look, next day I got something special for you. Check your email. Now Eddie's saying we're not going to do that fight. That fight can't happen. We're not going to do that fight. He's gonna fight Ted Cheeseman and all that kind of goofy stuff. So, like, I mean, he cool. Like AJ cool, but he got beat up by Andy Ruiz. Then he boxed a good fight in a second rematch. But we been seeing him slumped already. You know what I'm saying? But now he's all of a sudden this. AJ had a decent career though. He made decent money. He fought some guys, but come on, man. I can name I can name a million heavyweights back in the '90s that'll smoke him. That probably never even been heavyweight champion before. So I mean,
Mhm.
Andrew Ruiz was cool. That's a good win, but I give him credit for the Klitschko win because Klitschko had dropped him a couple times. You know what I mean? He went. He fought life and death with Klitschko, but he got him up out of there. I was happy for him. Then he went. Then he got Charles Martin. I mean, Charles Martin was just a belt holder. He cool, but he was just like, come on. And but when he got in there with them big dogs, you know what? I give him credit for that Dubois win, but I don't know if he's a better overall than Earl Spence, bro. Oh, that's debatable, but I don't know, bro. I don't think that I'm gonna go with Terence Crawford over Usyk. Now, if you want to say Usyk's the best heavyweight at this time, cool. I don't got no problem with that. But if you want to say, oh, let's start a new GOAT list. Let's not put Ali and Floyd and Sheree Robinson. Let's start with these guys we got now. You make a list. Terrence Crawford is number one. Period. I
Yeah,
don't
man.
know. I mean, now I'm pretty sure there's some people out there that would like to debate that, but I'm not the type to debate. But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, if you start a new list right now and say everybody and you cut it off, like you got the Charlos. Let's go back when they was 20. In their early time, early Earl Spence, early Earl Terrence Crawford. Out of all, and you take all them guys and like, let's say these are the peoples. Let's forget about the old timers in '90s and early 2000s. Let's go back just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then you take all them guys. There's some other guys in there. Marquez, maybe not. He probably be with Floyd in there, but you know what I'm saying. If you start with them guys, ain't none of them guys better than Terrence Crawford, bro. Come on now.
Not even close, man. Listen, shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all smash the like button. If y'all ain't follow the channel, follow the channel. B3 Picks TV. We working. Prize, I gotta ask you that. Shoot to my brother BVO. And BVO knows I'm always gonna support blacks. Any chance I get, man. Well, leave it up to me, BVO, to do all the heavy lifting out here. Meanwhile, you still gonna hold Canelo's spit bucket. So
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
was a good. That well, I don't want to change the boxing, but that was a bad. You know what's getting on my nerves? T dot the damn crowd. They need to get control of that because when Mook was trying to rap, the crowd. I know he had the crowd going crazy, but Jesus, the man let the man rap. You know what I mean? That's what get on my nerves. But
Well,
that
that
like them
that
out of
and
control
the
crowds.
mic the mic felon
Then
wasn't
his
helping
mic
either.
fell off, and then he
Yeah,
was. His performance was. I mean, his bars was pretty good. I think.
his bars was good. His performance was so,
Yeah, he was just
and
problems going on. He had a bunch of problems going on. He had the crowd and the mic issue going on.
Hitman I didn't like at all. But I
Nah, he
mean,
wasn't very good.
it is what it is. I'm gonna say this, bro. I think as a whole in everything, we marginalize too much people and the things that they do, and unfortunately, I think to lift others up, I don't want to do that. I think that Crawford, for what he was able to do and who he was able to do it against, he excelled. I think the same thing for Usyk. I'm not gonna say that the comp because if we're saying that for him, then we got to say it likewise for Crawford. He basically just got his uptick in his competition with his last two fights. Other than that, man, it's like who's who of who he fought, and he fought a lot of people. Unfortunately, that wasn't didn't look to appear to be at their very best at times. But it's not his fault. He was at his very best every single time, and you got to hold him to that standard. And I think the same thing for Usyk. I say that the thing that they go to is the fact that, well, if we're saying he went up in weight, he was the same size, if not bigger, than Canelo in this fight. Whereas they say with Usyk, he isn't the same size. He's much smaller, has less reach, and on top of that, he's given up a lot of inches on his height and a lot of pounds on his weight. But I mean, I'm not going to discount either one of them. That they're great, and him to be able to go in there and box the way he did, you got to give him his dap. I mean, that period point blank. He had that boy frustrated. He literally checked out because there was nothing he could do to break the game plan that Crawford did. And then as he got mentally fatigued, he started having less output, and Crawford was able to then style on him.
And he showed his frustration through the body language too. Like when Terrence hit him with that jab, how frustrated he was. I was like, damn.
So you guys talked about like the cards, right? And people in the chat talked about the cards. If he were able to probably contain his composure and not look so visibly frustrated and flustered, he may have. If he were through punches, he may have been awarded those rounds. And what I said would have come to fruition. Because for me, I said he would win about 8 rounds. I said he gonna win 8 rounds, but still lose the fight. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought that he would. Given that skull fight to me said a lot about him. If he were now, if he would have just stayed there and tried to trade, I think it would have been bad because eventually one of those bombs would have landed. And people could say what they want. When he was getting connected, even when he was blocking them, it was moving him. When he was connected on Canelo, it wasn't moving him until later on in the fight when he was already checked out and he was already mentally fatigued. So he was hitting them with shots. He just was catching them. And to me, that along with the way he moved him around the ring with not just his feet, but also with his hands and the way he moved him with his head, it just flustered him and he couldn't do anything to the point where his own corner was like, look, man, in the 10th round, like, yo, just pack it in. You're done, dog. It ain't, you ain't got it tonight.
Yeah, he
And I
definitely
think
beat
that
him up
also
mentally.
yeah, for sure, for sure. And I mean, you gotta give extra kudos to somebody because this is a great fighter that checked out. He made a great fighter check out. So I mean, I'm not gonna hate on him. And wherever people want to place him, I'm fine with it, man, because I can't push back against it because whoever he got in the ring with, for the most part, he found a way.
Hmm.
He found a way.
Yeah,
And you know, the same thing I'll say with Usyk. Whoever he gets in the ring with, he finds a way. Do I believe Daniel Dubois got taken into the shed that first fight? Hell yeah. I thought that was a
Yeah.
yeah,
legit punch. I
Yeah.
thought he wasn't going to be able to get up. I thought he used 10 minutes to get himself together. I thought all of those things. But when he got together, man, the the switch flipped. And the only thing that I could relate that to somewhat similar is when Mayweather got banged. When he made the adjustment, it was night and day.
When
And,
Shane
and,
hit, you talking about when Shane hit
and
him?
yeah, man. And
When
you know, I'm a
Shane hit
big
him in the
Mayweather
second
fan.
round, T Dot, Floyd whooped him from 3 to 12 after that.
From 3 to
Punished
12, it
him.
wasn't even a contest. It was not a
Hell,
contest.
brother, R.I.P. brother Nas Richardson was like, Shane, you gonna make me do something I don't want to do? Like he's gonna stop the fight because he wasn't doing anything. Floyd had neutralized everything.
Yeah, and he couldn't get past that double pump, shoot the right, double pump, shoot the right, and whenever Floyd saw that, he occupied that double pump, so he could not do anything, and he just
Mhm.
countered off it all night. That was so much expert, and he made that adjustment. He didn't get that from his corner. He made that adjustment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
that's a fact.
And then
I
right
agree
with
with
the
that too, Muggs. Crawford, a prime Crawford will beat Canelo 10 times, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
I don't care what
you
Canelo
think he
version
was
of Canelo.
competing after 10? You thought he was competing?
Nah, I thought he packed it in. I thought
No,
he
he packed
No,
it
I
up.
was I was talking to Kerry. You thought he was competing after 10? Man, I thought he mentally checked out, bro.
Yeah, man, I ain't
I'm
saying he
not
didn't
gonna
let his
lie.
hands go, carrier, but mentally he checked out, brother. That's the fact of the matter.
Yeah, man. Around 11 and 12, it looked like he was almost about to be up out of there.
Yeah, and then
Nah,
them
nah,
nasty
nah. See
judges,
that's where
they
I
need to
think
be
people going
investigated by the
overboard, man. I
FBI. And I'm
I
gonna
don't
tell you
think.
why.
Go ahead, tell me why.
Them damn judges had Terrence needing the 2 rounds, the last 2 rounds to win the fighters. They should never be. One of them name is Cheatham.
But but
So
but but prize before he tell us why, man. Them first 4 rounds were kind of close, dog. It wasn't very much action in there, and you can go for the body shots because remember that's what was winning Devin the fight, body shots. You can go for the
Well,
body
no, well,
shots
I'm
of
glad you
Canelo.
brought up Devin T Hill because it's funny that they said Devin was almost got stopped, but then Canelo wasn't almost about to get stopped. That's
When
funny.
Devin almost gets stopped.
They told me that Devin was about to get
Who
stopped in
was
the
they?
Loma
Did
fight.
Thomas tell you that?
Possibly. You may
No,
have had that
Thomas
in the
didn't tell you
past.
that, dog. If I'd have told you that, I'd tell you that right now. Yeah, that nigga almost
Okay.
got stopped, dog. I said what he was looking like was the thing you said on the car dash when you're driving. You know how that bad boy start moving. Like if you go to a baseball game and they give it to you of your favorite player and you put it on there and that nigga head start moving with the road. That's what I said he was doing. He was getting pushed back too. I said that. I never
when I
said he was
watched the
the
fight, I
You know
think I
that's
gave Canelo 3 or 4 rounds at best. I think that's what I
against.
gave Terrence
Oh,
against
I
Crawford.
never said
I
he was
doubt
about to
that.
go.
I doubt that. No, but it's more so T here. That's a good analogy. But it's more so like when a bee is around you and you trying to get away from it. That's more so what it was like.
My man Loma was a B that night.
He was a bee. He was thinking, brother.
Nah, but like I said, man, the thing about that whole fight with Devin was he wasn't supposed to be fighting at that weight.
Yeah, he was
So I'm not
completely
mad at any
drained.
performance that he gave because hell, that first Cambosis fight should have been not even his fight.
Yeah.
My
And
bad.
they
And he
and they
still whooped the
arguably
dogs now.
and they
Huh?
arguably broke the rules. I don't know if they broke the rules, but you remember Aloma said that it took him 3 times to weigh in.
Who, Devin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it.
I do
But they
too.
don't want to mess the money up. And honestly, your boy thought he was going to lose the fight. So he felt like, yo, we got to get this belt up off of him because he knew he
Yeah.
was gone.
Yeah.
And
That
that's
was
what
a
I
good. That
always
was.
say about your boy Bob. He care about them belts more than anything.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
He can control the young fighters with the belts. That's why.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I
Now
didn't
let me
say
ask
anything
y'all
about
this.
Canelo not losing fair and square. I thought that Canelo just got outboxed. He
Yeah,
did.
he got boxed and turned like the other two people that beat him.
Let me just say this real quick. Salute to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all smash the like button. If you ain't follow the channel, follow the channel. B3 Picks TV. We working. Shout out to my good brothers in the Sports Talk Network. the People's Network. Let me ask y'all this, and that's a good segue, Thomas. Um, T Hill. Let me ask you this: what you think Turkey is going to do with these belts that Crawford is about to drop? Do you? I mean, that's a big deal because doesn't he control the belts now? Quote
I
unquote.
believe he does. I believe he does, and that right there is the interesting question because Bud is not going to defend the belts. I know that. Um, I don't know what they do with him, but
What
they
you
are
mean?
in
Can he
the
control the belts? What you mean?
they're under his promotional company. He's the last fighter with the fighter who had the belts because his fighter won. He was being promoted by Riyadh season,
Oh, I can
if
dig
I'm
it.
not mistaken.
Yeah,
So I don't
absolutely.
know what he plans on doing with those belts, but they are in his control. And it's interesting to see if Hamza Shiraz go be fighting for them belts, dog.
Yeah, I can see that. Shiraz is next in line for him.
Yeah, it's too many. He got all the
Yeah, I
belts
mean,
on
he
there.
got
I
the.
see what you're saying. He's like top. It's like top rank. Got the WBO, the IBL. They got all the. Yeah, I get you. I can dig it.
But
He's
yeah,
definitely
man,
gonna
Yeah,
be
shout
able
out to
to
my brother
position
T
his
Mac in the
people.
building.
Yeah,
I,
shout out T
I,
Mac. He
I
definitely
think
gonna
that
be
like
able to position who he wants to fight for those vacants.
yeah,
I got you,
I
man.
don't
I
know how
copied you.
he's gonna play that out, but it's gonna be interesting. I tell you that. And it's going to be interesting to see how these people that are over those belts, what they try to do to try to make sure that, there's fair play with that.
Yeah, I
Like the
mean,
right people get the shots to try to get those belts. Because it should, if he doesn't defend it, it should be like 1 and 2 or somewhere in the top five. They should be fighting for those belts.
yeah. Well, I mean, so 68. I mean, you got what? There's not a
Let
lot
me
going
say
on at
this real quick.
68.
Man. T Mac, I agree. He said, besides Bud, I argue that Brandon Adams had the best performance. That inside work was cerebral. Yeah, Brandon Adams put on a clinic. Yes, ma'am. Brandon Adams put on a clinic against Boychuk. What y'all think about that performance?
Man, honestly, that was the performance of the night, I think, man. When you look at the work, the precision in that fight, both fighters did their thing, man. That truly was fight of the night for me. I edged it over the action of the Adam, I'm not Adams, but in Billy Martinez fight because it was action and it was technically being done, man. That they both were getting good work in there, man. And Adams just a tough dog, man. Unfortunately, there's no movement behind him, but he's a tremendous talent, man. I thought against Casarakis, I thought he won that fight. I thought that activity versus achievement type deal, man. Boy was more active, so it looked like he was doing things, but he was catching shots. Just like with Canelo. Canelo, man, he was throwing some stuff. It just Bud was catching that ish. But they didn't reward my man against Casarakis, and Casarakis was the house fighter that night, man. But yeah, I like Adams. I really do. I think Brandon Adams is legit.
Yeah, he can rumble. He at 68 too. What is he?
Yeah,
Oh, so he ain't even ranked in the sanctioned
it
body.
Chuck Boychuk is definitely robotic, but he was doing some good work though, Kerry. You didn't think that he was a tremendous talent? We gonna see, man. We gonna see. Think
There's
that he
nothing.
got some
There's,
Hey,
there
stuff
let
that
ain't
me
they
even
can
just
get
say
nobody
behind.
else
this.
to. Hey, look, there's nobody even to fight at 68 for Terence Crawford. If you look set for Shiraz,
Well, I
other
think
than
that if
that,
he does fight, it will be at 60. The only
Jamel
problem with it
Charlo.
being at 60 is that the belts aren't aligned, so he could win all the belts with like one or two fights. That makes 75 much more viable if he was able to go up there because you got one with three and the other with one. If you can get those belts to be merged, he can possibly go and fight that one, see how he fares about that. But that's what I think.
Well, if Turkey wanted to do it, he can just fight. He can do it in two fights. Because Janabek has two belts. Then you got Lara and Carlos Adames, right? So you make them two fight, and then there you go. Because Janabek got two belts, so you make Carlos Adames and Lara unify, and then after he get done beating up Who you put him in there with first? Put him
Mm.
in there with Carlos Adames then.
That's gonna be interesting. I mean, to see how they
Nah, they would have
if
to
he does
unify.
fight,
He
how
could
they
do it
would
in two
move him.
fights. He could do it in two fights. I mean, they still got Charlo name up there. Not at 50, not at 60. Hold on, let me look. You got Eubanks Jr. You can make some money there. Um, but there's not a lot at 60, bro. It's just Jenabek, Adamas, Laura.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, if you want to give, I ain't gonna throw Ammo Austin Williams out the window yet. He's still out. He's at 60, but
Well, we'll see. I think the
not a lot, bro.
ideal situation, if Bud was going to fight at 60, is if somebody would meet him there for a title. Like, let's say, a fight that everybody want to see, like Virgil get a title at 60, or they fight for a vacant at 60, or maybe Jermell Charlo, somebody like that.
There's no belts that's vacant at 60 though. They're all
Yeah, well, everybody keeps saying Janibek is moving up, so that's what they keep saying. He's not unifying at 160, so he got to shit or get off the pot.
yeah. Well, get out of the way so one of these young boys can fight.
Yeah, because he not doing nothing. Him and Adamas not fighting. There's no money there for them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why it's so weak.
Laura's a WBA, Janabek the IBF WBC. I mean WBO. I
I
mean,
wanted to say this real quick about Brandon Adams.
I like
I,
Troy Isley's at 60. Why don't they give him a damn chance?
yeah, he hasn't shown too much power. That's probably why. But shout out to Troy, good fighter. Brandon Adams, I want to see him in with. I think he should get a title shot. I want to see him in with a Boss Baru. If Jamel not gonna take that fight, or
Yeah,
I want to see him in there with Bakram. I
yeah,
don't
I
want
would
to
love to
serve
see
him
him.
up to Bakram, but you know,
Nah, I would definitely like that fight. I think that would be a good fight.
yeah,
We get to find out if he not a talent or not for sure.
yeah, that's a great point.
You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, that probably be the only title because people don't want to put him in the ring with their people because it's a chance that he would win. And unfortunately, we in a time and age where there's so many belts, you can kind of manipulate the path that your fighter, if they have a belt, has. We've been seeing that a lot more because there are so many belts, and on top of that, they make more money per fight than they did back in the day. Um, but he might be able to get that fight. That might be a fight that they might feel like they could risk because they don't believe that he could beat
Mm.
him.
Not a lot going on at 60 though. It's kind of a wasteland. It's looking more like, I mean, I can't even pronounce this guy's name. Nur Sultanov.
Man,
I gotta go
I
do
gotta
some.
forgive me, man. I got freaking allergies today, kicking
Nah, it's
my
all
tail
good.
right now.
All good, T Hill. I'm already knowing.
Well, Troy
It's
Isley
raining.
wrote it. He's ranked number 4 in
That's good.
WBO. Or
That's
number
good for
seven.
Troy.
Yeah. Let's
He
see.
Yeah,
He
got
y'all
ranks.
wild, y'all wild for the thumbnail pic though, dog. Why you got Canelo looking like that, bro?
That's crazy work.
I mean, they said he was they got old overnight.
Well, he
You know
Nah,
what
said
I'm
he
saying?
said it too. He said it himself. He was
Yeah.
like, my body couldn't react like I wanted it to. He said, I wanted to jab, I couldn't punch. You know what I mean? That lets you know that you can't. At that high level, if you want to do a C fighter like Berlanga and them Jaime Mugias, then go beat up one. Like I think he should have a farewell tour in Mexico. I think he should give his people one last hurrah and just put an easy one in there. Let him do all the promoting he can. Bro, you don't think they're not gonna pull up?
T Hill,
Wait. I'll do it next May.
hey, is this better or worse, T Hill?
what's that?
This thumbnail, him in a retirement home.
Hey man, hey, shout out to Canelo though, bro. Canelo done
Yeah.
gave boxing some hell of a matches. Done gave them some hell of a hell of a what you call that resources too because of his fight. Like the people out there in Vegas was spending money left and right, dog. So hell,
Mhm.
gotta give him his
It,
profits,
it
dog.
was over 72,000 in the arena.
Yeah, I saw that arena was kind of filled up. I'm gonna say this. They spent a whole lot of money in Vegas that night, man. You know what I'm saying? Vegas was loving that fact that Canelo was there. So, they would love to bring his ass back there for a couple more fights.
He could do it in
Yeah,
Vegas. You know, and,
yeah,
I just say I figured Mexico because he represent Mexico. They'll pull up in Vegas too, though. Don't get it
yeah.
twisted.
I think the last fight, honestly, if it were me, it would be Benavidez in Mexico. That would be lit.
He trying to get his brains
I
knocked
gotta
out.
ask
Nah,
y'all
I'm not
this.
trying to get his brains knocked out, dog. I think it would be a decent fight.
I don't.
T Hill have you got the reports? Has Mauricio stopped crying from having to put that ring on Bud's finger and losing out on this Canelo having his belt? Did has have the reports came
Yeah,
in?
because he ain't gonna be able to get that big time 3%. Now that big time 3% ain't gonna be the same no more. So yeah, he probably upset.
Man,
But
he
it's all
must.
good, man. Seasons change, dog. And it was time
What
for
you
my
mean? He don't
man.
own the belt no more? He ain't in charge.
Nah, Canelo don't have the belt. That's a different sanctioning fee prize on a Canelo fight versus anybody else. You know.
True
Hell
that. True
yeah.
that. True that. I get you. I get you. I get you.
3% of Canelo is big time, dog. That's big time to a great extent,
Sometimes I
Listen,
think
man.
they
Shout
cut.
out to the
Sometimes I
Canelo.
think.
Is my audio coming through, prize?
Yeah, yeah. My
Yeah.
bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, you good.
Uh oh. Hold on.
He had to go out and come
You
back in.
good.
Now I was going to say I don't think Canelo giving them damn 3%. I don't care what the damn rules is. I'll let you get this, but you ain't getting all this, or I'll just drop your belt. I can see Canelo snapping on there. He snapped on them before. They need to get out of here with that. You ain't getting no 3% of my $40 million. Are you crazy? That's crazy. Now we can work out a deal. I give you 100,000 a belt. I'm gonna tell all of y'all now. I give you $100,000 a piece. That's it. Y'all want to do
But
that? Then
hey,
I'm sure he's done it before. Though. I'm sure he's followed the rules, but I'm just trolling. But man, you ain't getting no damn 3% of my 40 million, bro. You must be
them
crazy.
them them last two fights could be epic though. Like you said, one in Mexico to close the career, that would be lit.
Yeah, but you can't put him in there with nobody. You know what David Benavidez gonna do?
I don't know, man. I would like to see it.
He still want that
I
fight. All
see.
right,
I wasn't. I
that's
mean,
cool.
I
See,
wasn't really sold on David Benavidez beating Canelo. I mean, it looks like it's a little bit more likely now because Canelo seems to be slowing down a little bit. But
and
Canelo's
and,
still
and
he's still a threat,
seems
dog.
seems.
He
Hold
slowed
on,
down
hold
the
on.
last couple
Seems
fights.
Thing is, you only got to fuck up once. Be a little slow, be a little late, just once.
Shout out to my man Avon Barksdale, dog. I rocks with him. I rocks with him, and he right. You only got
yeah,
to be as slow, just a little bit slow, a little bit late. And in that fight, he was a little slow, a little late, dog.
now I
Wasn't
gotta
able to
ask you
get his
this,
stuff.
T Hill. How dangerous of a fight is Shiraz for Canelo?
Um, it can be dangerous, man. I think Shiraz is a very good mover. I think that he sets his punches up well too. But like I say, man, Canelo can bang, and if he can land one of them punches, I don't know if Shiraz defense is on the same level as
Oh, no,
Buzz
he's not.
was that night. Because let's be honest, bro, when have you seen Bud catch shots like that?
He was
Like
really,
that was next level stuff. The way he was catching them shots, dog.
he was really on his A game, bro.
Yo, he was like the nigga took the blue pill again, dog. Took the blue pill, dog. So if he
Yeah,
got that snack, he had the blue pill edition, dog. That
yeah,
nigga was on it.
yeah. His game was A1. That's an A plus performance.
Shout out to Victor, man. I mean, he's transforming guys. Guys can go from
What you mean,
30.
carrier? Of course we watch fights.
He's saying your boy not a good mover. I think he
Who?
moves pretty
Yeah.
well in the ring, man.
Who?
Thought he was in the beginning before his
Shoot.
shoulder started acting up. I thought he was moving well against your boy.
Ross? You talking about?
What? Hold on, T here. Let me say this real quick before my audio go out. He's a great mover, carrier. You didn't see the Adames fight?
Well, that's what I
That
was
brother
saying.
was
Before the
on his
shoulder
bike
went
for
out, he
eight
was winning that fight.
rounds.
Before the shoulder went out, he
Yeah.
was winning that fight, and he was moving around, and he was placing his punches. Not only was he moving physically with his feet, he was moving his punches well too.
And he
He's
was
not a
fighting
But I
for
bad
his
one
mean,
either, though,
life.
like I say,
carrier.
man, I don't. Just like with people, man, I'm not gonna let the way Bud fans react like spoil me on Bud. I'm not gonna let that be the same thing with Tank, Devin, or anybody else. I'm not gonna let nobody but what they do in the ring dictate what I feel about them. It's boxers because that's the only reason why I'm watching them is because they boxing, right? I'm only going with that. Same thing with content creators, man. I don't care what they say. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times they be saying some stuff that maybe I don't agree with, but hey, that's their opinion. That's their take.
Yeah,
I
but
thought that
some
Adamas
of them are
did very
misleading
well
the
in the
people
first
though.
4 rounds, man. When he didn't hurt him, but when that shoulder got hurt, he just didn't have enough to keep off Adamas, and Adamas started taking over the fight. And in that fight, dog, that fool, he was down a couple of rounds, lost the last 3 rounds, and got a draw, dog. So you see the power of like influence.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay, he's not a good mover. We gon'
He's not.
we
I ain't
gonna
gonna
see
say
though, man. Because
he's
the
a
next
great
fight,
mover. He can move though. He's not bad. Like Carrier making it seem like he's just the worst mover ever. Like he might not be good to you, but he's not bad to a lot of people. Not just T Hill.
nah.
So
Well, when he thinking of mover, he probably thinking of a specific type of
like a B-Ball
like
or he
Canelo was in that ring against. I mean, like Crawford was in that ring against Canelo. He was moving his ass off, dog.
when he had to, yeah. Are
Oh
you
no, no,
talking?
majority of the fight he was moving. I
He was
mean, it
moving.
was it was strategically done, dog, because
Yeah,
it
that's
got
how
him
you got
off
to beat
balance.
Canelo. You got to keep making him reset his feet.
It got him to the point that when he was in front of him, he didn't know if he was gonna move or not.
Hmm. And that's
So
what he
so it
could. That's
kept
where
him
he
off
ripped
balance,
off
man.
combinations.
And people said Bud couldn't move like that no more, man. That motherfucker was getting it in that ring, dog.
He shows you his legs is still there. We thought he slowed down in the Madrimov fight. I thought he looked a little off, but maybe it was his ring rust, or maybe the name wasn't get
Big
him hype
enough.
as Canelo.
It
Yeah,
could be he could be one of those dudes that like the bigger the threat, the more focused
yeah.
and dialed in you
But
get.
he used a ton of lateral movement against Victor Postol.
I got you. Shiraz is good technically for sure, for
Yeah, for
sure. I
sure.
feel you.
I
I feel
still
you
I
on
want to
that.
see more from him though. I want to see him in there. I want to see him get his big opportunity. Another one. Like
We
he knocked out
you,
Edgar Berlanga. That's come on now.
yeah, but Berlanga, yeah, man.
Come
I
on,
think
man.
Berlanga let the Canelo fight go to his head, dog.
Man, he tripping.
Hmm.
That nigga was going
He
on
been
a world
tripping on
career
IG
after that
lately
fight.
too. He
I don't
turned.
think nobody's gonna be able to do to Canelo what Crawford did. I think Crawford's a special fighter. I think if Canelo's up for the fight, I think these guys can't compete with Canelo. I mean, they could compete possibly, but like you said, he played and toyed around with Munguia. It's just somebody. Crawford is just a different fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's just a different beast, man. So that's been proven.
Yeah.
He showed, he proved that.
D3 with the eye candy. Shout out 3 for the eye candy.
Yeah, mandatory. Y'all know
One
I
time
got
for the
y'all.
bros.
Yeah, mandatory.
We got to get back on that little segment too. But
Yeah, our booty segment. I got you. I got you. We'll get it back rolling. So now let me ask you this. Y'all, since we still in the building, make sure y'all smash the like button. Salute to my brother Carrier. Yeah. When I seen her, that's and funny, that's Miss Yvette. Shout out to Yvette, Um,
Who was Miss Yvette?
yeah, that's crazy, right? You wasn't
oh wait,
expecting that name.
so Carrier. Wait. Run that. Say that again.
You talking to me? Said DT love this show. You talking to me,
I'm,
Prize?
I'm yeah. I'm tripping in the chat.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm tripping.
Yeah, my boy Carrier cooking. Well, come on, Carrier, click the link, fam. I will place the link down there, but I can't do it. Put the link down there for my man BD. I mean, Carrier B3.
He ain't
Okay.
coming up here. Carrier ain't
Okay.
coming up here.
Yeah, let
Salute to my
Carrier
brother.
come.
Oh, with the
Carrier be
fine
cooking
irony,
up in
he'll
the
pull
chat.
up.
Come on up and grace us, dog, with your presence.
Carrier probably on a boat with probably 300 sailors and you know what I'm saying. You never know. Salute to my brother Carrier.
Salute to
Already
Define
define
Irony.
irony. The guys in the building. Salute define irony. Yeah, man. They talking Canelo retirement.
I ain't talking that, dog. They talking that, dog.
Oh
I
well,
say
let's
Canelo got the
switch
right
the
to do whatever the hell Canelo want to do, dog. That boy, they gave a lot to
let's switch the
boxing.
conversation. Let's switch the conversation, and I got you right here. What's your take, man? Hold on, let me clear us out. What's your take on Bud Crawford? You know,
I think for
wow.
Buck,
They
Buck.
look at the ghost. Look at the ghost with him. I mean, they saying he can't do anything to touch him. What's
Well,
your
you know,
opinion on that,
hey,
TJ?
shout out Bud. Bud did what people didn't think he was gonna be able to do. He did what a lot
Hmm.
of people said he was gonna do, man. You know, I can't hate on his performance, man. His performance was masterful. I thought he fought the right fight. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said he fought the wrong fight. I don't see it that way. I thought he fought the right fight. I
Yeah.
think that was a way to glow him up even more. Say he beat him at fighting the wrong fight. No, he fought the right fight, and you know it paid all. It paid big dividends for him, man. You know, yeah. Now
One
you know
hundred
he has
percent.
options. He could hang it up. He can try to defend, which I know he won't do, and he could go to another division and try to get another undisputed thing. Now, if he, like I say, for that to happen, I think he got like three more fights left, so it could be at 60, but they would all have to be title fights almost. At 75, you know, there's an opportunity. Say they put Bivol in the ring with Benavidez, the winner, he can fight the winner. So hopefully, you know, if he's gonna fight, he's gonna do something like that. But yo, gotta respect what he did, man. I definitely respect Canelo. I never been one of those ones who, you know, he was selected in a way. I think that he fought a whole lot of people that he didn't select.
Yeah, he did. They didn't want him to take that Trout or I mean that Laura fight. That his team really didn't want him to fight that, but Laura was talking so much shit. Canelo had to get in there. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
see, I'm glad you brought that up, Prize, because I thought in that fight, the difference in that fight and this fight was that in that fight, Laura waned in the end. I didn't think
Hmm.
Crawford waned in the fight this one, because if he did, telling you, it would have been a decision for Canelo. But he
Yeah.
stayed strong, man.
Laura was
And then
Laura was putting that left hand
he
right down
was,
the
but
pike on him, boy.
in 9, 10, and 11,
Yeah. He was doing way
you could
too
see
much
he was
lateral
holding
movement.
on. Yeah, he didn't have the same activity, the same energy, same effectiveness. So a lot of people who say he won the fight, yeah, that's where you could point to the point that hey, look, he might have in your eyes won, but it looked a certain way. And you got to remember, these judges is looking up at a fixed point, vantage point. They need to be raised up on like them damn lifeguard chairs or them tennis judge chairs, so they can get a different viewpoint, a bird's eye view, so to speak. It gives them a better look, see what's going on. But shout out to Canelo, man. He got that bread. He got that breadament. He still got two fights on the contract, and they could be big fights.
Yeah.
Imagine if it is a Benavidez fight, dog. What it would be nice to be able to go out like that, dog, and win the belts. If he got all the belts, that would be cool. But just to pass on the lineage, man. I mean,
Yeah, I do too, Kerry. I did. I was like, yo, because I thought he was going to duck that fade from Laura, dog. Like, but he he took it. I gave him credit for that. I even bought the pay per view because I was like, I ain't buying this shit. And at the last minute, when I had that little Comcast, when you had to hit the remote or whatever, and I just did it at the last minute.
and Laura's a much different animal now too.
Yeah,
Laura's still nice.
Laura knocking shit out right now. So at his age, what is he? How old is Laura? He got to
Yeah,
be.
yeah. Now that Kerry, I believe that's why he was pissed when he handed off the belts. Shook his hand because he wanted that Shiraz versus Canelo because he thought
Yeah,
he was lining Canelo up for Shiraz.
that was a big. That would be big in Riyadh. Hey, who's to say he can't? Who's to say that that won't happen? We don't know what Canelo's going to do. He seemed like he was heading to retirement. It's just the way his body language was and the way he was talking and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really. And then he said a couple key things that he said that like his body, he wanted to do stuff, but his body wouldn't do it. That lets you know a fighter's at the end, and there's no shame in that. You know what I'm saying? But to put him in there with a Benavidez at 75 or do any of that, man, I don't think that's I don't think he should do that. I think he gets his head knocked off by a bigger puncher, a bigger guy, a way bigger guy than Terence Crawford. So
Well,
I don't know about that.
that's why they make the fights.
Yeah, you're right. You got to make the fights, but do you want to do that?
I don't know if he want to do that. I'm not absolutely sure, but I know that if he does fight him, that would be a hell of a fight, and it would make a whole lot of money.
Yeah, for sure, for
And yeah,
sure.
Lauer's style is complicated as hell,
Man,
dog.
it's
That makes the
always
freaking
been.
nice.
Man,
Yeah,
when he
he
boxed circles
nice.
around Paul Williams, but see, Paul Williams was knocking, he was slumping people back in them HBO days. And I think Laura was a mandatory, and they were just trying to display Paul Williams, but Laura was boxing his ass off. And they gave Paul Williams that fight. And I liked Paul Williams at the time, but I was like, he ain't win that one there. Laura was putting that shit on him, boy. Paul Williams couldn't figure him out. You know, Paul Williams like to throw 100 punches around. Man, Laura neutralized all that.
Yeah, you already know how Laura get down, man. Y'all smash the like button. If y'all ain't followed the channel, follow the channel. B3 Pix TV. We working, man.
Yeah, they
We
did.
over
Yeah,
here
they
at the
did.
Working,
Sports Talk Network
he
building,
working.
growing, man.
Either run with us,
Supporting
run
boxing.
from us, or get run over.
Come on now, let's do it, man. Listen, I gotta ask y'all this. What are y'all looking forward to over the next kind of who? Well, let me ask you this. Let me ask it like this, right? What are y'all looking most forward to coming up before towards the end of the year? What fighters are you looking forward to seeing, I guess, back in the ring? Whether they have fights or not have fights, who are the guys that's going to keep y'all interested in the sport? So we don't have to talk about anybody retiring or potentially retiring. What's y'all take on the current state of boxing and who's next up?
Go ahead, T Dot.
Well, next up is pretty interesting, man. I think that there's a lot of talent that's on the horizon, man. And from various weight classes. So it's be interesting to see if we can get more of those people on cards too. And I think, unfortunately, man, the old standard was have a big fight and put the people on the undercard, man. So I think with top rank willingness to effectively work with other promotional companies, we might get some of that action going on because they have a lot of young talent on their roster. And, let's get these young folks out there on the ring putting on displays. I think that, boxing going to always be there and it's going to always have some big time talent. It's just how you put those big time talents on display. That's the thing that, I think
Yep.
we got to see change because right now, man, it's not been a big focus of most of the people who have rosters and staples, but hopefully it does, man,
Some
because
fights coming up, T Dot though. We still got Jerron Ennis. He's fighting Lima. We got Joseph Parker and Wardley. That might be something. We still got Fondor and Keith Thurman. That's interesting. There's some people, some old school, some older guys picking Keith Thurman. And we still got Virgil and Lubin. We got people that think Lubin can do it, but it's gonna be tough. And we got and David Benavidez and Anthony Yard. I don't know if Yard gas tank is crazy, but we'll see.
now Yard. The thing about Yard be in fights. Sometimes he even winning the fights, dog. It's just that like you said, either the gas tank or just focus wanes in the
Yeah, I
later
don't know.
rounds, and it
Yeah.
just changes for him.
Yeah. Yeah, he go left. Definitely go left.
It go left like a big dog.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
Like
shout out to Yard.
I like Yard though, because I thought he was whooping old boy. I
Better
thought he
beef,
uh what you say? What say it again?
better beef.
Yeah, I thought he was putting some hands on
He
him at
was
first.
winning. He was
Oh
winning the
yeah, he
fight.
was.
He, but again, that thing that T Dot just told y'all happened. Whatever this goes on, it happened. And I mean, it better be when he started to wear you down, his punching is gonna be thudding, and you're gonna feel every. I'm telling you, you could
Hey,
just
T Mac, my man Carrier be used to hearing bombs go off, dog. So if you ain't setting off bombs, that make you freaking ain't giving you no brownie points, dog. That's what he telling me. You got to set off bombs in that ring, dog. If you ain't
Yeah,
setting
no
off
doubt.
bombs, you just the average Joe schmo. You
Shout
see
out to
them
Carrier, man.
on the carrier all the time, dog. I know they be having them fights on the carrier. They put the
Yeah,
ring up and everything and let them get going. Carrier might be getting in them fights, dog. He might
he might
rule
be
the
in there.
roost
So he
over
might be the
there.
champ on the boat. He the A side.
Yeah. A side carrier. That's what
A
you go by
side.
from here on out, dog. Not aircraft carrier. You A side
A
carrier,
side.
player.
Yeah. Shout out to Carrier. He always pull up to B3
Shout out to
Live.
that. Yeah, pull up the link though, baby boy. You always be cooking in the chat,
Yeah.
man. T
Salute to
Mac, get the
them.
link.
Salute to the good brothers. You T Hill on that good pack out there in Cali, on that Cali
Hey,
pack.
hey,
How you
that
doing, fellas?
bronchitis. They call that bronchitis strand, boy.
I'm about to head down the street right now. I just got back from North Carolina last night. That's why I wasn't on
What's
BBO
good,
stuff.
Define Irony? Hold on, let me ask Prize this real quick, and I'm gonna bring you in Define Irony.
Define
Is
irony.
marijuana legal in Philly, in Philadelphia? I mean, well,
No.
Pennsylvania, of course, but
No,
In
but
y'all
South
got
Jersey,
dispensaries.
possession
no.
is 9/10 of the law.
No.
Y'all don't
In
got
South
oh
Jersey,
okay.
see, I live in South Jersey. I'm just right over the bridge to Philly. Like I
Oh,
basically
I
I can
forgot.
see my crib. I can
Mhm.
see the city from my crib, but I got a kid, so that's not where I want them to go to school and be over
Yeah,
there. So I selected Jersey. You feel me? Like
makes
most people
sense.
from New York that got their bread, they don't live over there like that. When they got them kids, they go over the bridge to Jersey, like North Jersey, and they put them in them good private schools up there. You know what I mean? They don't want them going to school interacting. And my son, and it just wouldn't been good for him growing up in the city, man. The city's tough, man. Like you know what I mean? I'm over there every day, so yeah, I kept my kids away from. I'm in South Jersey. Then I got another crib down North Carolina, but in Jersey, I'm about to go to the dispensary right now. That's happening.
So what he's saying is it might not be legal, but possession is 9/10 of the law, though.
Nah, it's completely legal in Philly. In Philly, this the thing. If you as long as you don't get caught with over an ounce, they'll just write you a ticket because it's not technically legal. But they don't mess you like a lot of people walk down this block and smoke. You know what I mean? Nobody's going. But if you're doing like being extra, trying to bust traps and all that, and they onto you, then they'll get you. But they normally don't be messing with too many people. Like most of them hide in the Chinese store. They got deals worked out with them probably. But
Salute. Appreciate you for coming in to find irony. Let me get us back on track. I got a little background right now, but appreciate you for hitting the link. This is the topic of conversation, man. I want you to cook on this. What you think about Canelo potentially retiring? Do you think that's the right move? Leaving that turkey money on the table, or do you feel like he needs to stay after?
That's a good question. I don't think retirement is the right move. Personally, he can do whatever he wants. Obviously, he's all set for life and everything else. So props to him for that. But no, I think he should get a few more fights. Obviously, he's on the decline. There's no question about that. But no, I think he should finalize his, what is it, three more fights or two more fights? It's one or the other, right?
I think it's
Yeah, it's
two.
two more
Yeah.
fights.
Two more fights. I mean, get you a what was being said. Get you a Eubank Jr. or Hamza, maybe. I don't know about Hamza, bro. That size and reach advantage and that power, I'm not so sure. Even though that's what Turkey wants, obviously. But if I'm Canelo, I'm getting a few more fights just to at least retire on a high note, quote unquote, right? Because at the end of the day, your losses are all to all-time great fighters. Okay, he doesn't have a loss to an upset loss to somebody or something like that. All three of his losses, all three were pretty one-sided, but they were against all-time great fighters. So just get you a few more fights. Maybe I don't know who can be. Yeah, I think the
That's what
logical
I say.
thing.
Give him two easy ones. I think
Yeah,
he can still smoke Eubank Jr. because he just offered his talent. Because let's be honest, Canelo's
yeah, me
still
too.
talented. He definitely slowed down. But my only thing is because I know y'all brothers say y'all like man, he don't need to retire or he should retire. It's money on the table. I get it, but if the man is saying out his mouth that his body, his mind is reacting, but his body's not, that sounds like it's time for you to hang it up so before you go get your brains knocked out. That's
No,
all
that's
I'm
true.
saying.
That's true. When you hear a talk like that from a fighter, it's probably time to hang him up.
Now,
And
check
I
this
don't know.
out. Check this out. Now, after the fight, he was like, "Yeah, man, I came up a little short. You know what I mean? But I'm still ready to go. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go back to the drawing boards, and we're gonna see what's next. You know, hopefully, I get in there next May or something like that. Then I'll be a little bit more confident. Like, put him in there with Sherrod because I think that them two might be inexperienced, but I don't know. Sherrod is man. I don't know, bro. That's a tough one,
Yeah,
especially
because
after what I just
but
seen.
I mean, Shiraz does have power, and I don't know how possible or available Eubank is going to be because he's going to a second fight with Conor Ben,
Hmm.
and if somehow, some way that ends up being 1-1, you got to do a trilogy, right?
Yeah, just off this family history.
Exactly. So I don't know, and that's another dude that's clearly in the end, bro, Eubank Jr. So I don't. Even that, as I think about it, I don't know how possible that can be. Now, if Eubank goes out there and beats him, which is what I'm hoping happens, is 2-0, then we can talk. But there's a lot of ifs going on here. So,
Yeah.
um,
And they don't
I-
even, do they even have a fight date for
yeah,
Eubank and
yeah, it's I think the week before the November card.
okay. So you
If
got
I'm not,
that.
I saw it the other day. Um, so it's gonna be this year. So I guess that's good news. But I don't know how that whole thing's gonna play out because the obvious move, unless a knockdown or several knockdowns happen or whatever, is to give it to Ben and then do the massive trilogy, right? That would be the obvious business move.
Business move. Yeah.
Um, so I don't know. If you're Canelo, you basically, unless you're getting Hamza straight up, you basically just sit around and wait what happens. How this whole thing plays out, and then take it from there.
I don't think
Um,
Canelo's that money hungry to like taking on a big challenge like that. And now if they had some easy food for him, and then yeah, he probably eat. But like to throw him in there, he has nothing. Like I don't know, man. I know y'all say $100 million a lot of money, but damn, boy, like one of the brothers in the chat said, Canelo already worth like 300 mil, bro. Like, I don't know if he's going to risk his reputation, his health, and all that stuff for something like if he goes out and beat Shiraz, we not. What's that going to do?
right.
But that's not going to really do nothing for him. But if Shiraz go out here and knock his head off, he's an overnight sensation. And I don't want to see that happen to Canelo because I don't. He wasn't sounding very confident about continuing his career after this fight. So there's no need. There's no need for it.
To be fair
Man,
with
he needs it,
Canelo, he's
bro.
never really struggled with punchers. Not that I recall. Like he always struggles with boxers. I
Mhm.
never really seen him struggle with punchers. So I don't know. The Hamza, it's I can think a little more dangerous than people give him credit for.
Yeah, he
I know.
definitely is.
Yeah, I know the Adames fight. I realize that, but all in all, bro, like the size and reach advantage, I don't know. That could be bad news.
Yeah, I mean Bevo's another one. One of the brothers in the chat said he'd like to see him get back with Bevo. I don't know if he wants. Where you gonna go up to 75? He couldn't even handle a welterweight.
No,
So
no.
I don't think Bevo's the right answer either. I think if he's gonna fight, I think you got to give Canelo an easy one, bro. I know that sound, but he can do what he wants because he has nothing else to prove. But if you put him in there with one of these killers, man, he liable to get knocked out and smoked quick.
Bevo has another things on his plate too. Like first of all, he's recovering from the back surgery, but nonetheless, he has the third fight with Beterbiev and Benavides to worry about.
Yeah, but
So
they're gonna do what they want to do. They're gonna move how they want to move.
yeah,
And because Dimitri Bevo, there's no excuse. He said he didn't want to fight. He said he didn't want to fight. Um. Uh. Better BF
Beterbiev,
again. Yeah, he said he didn't want to fight him again. So he ducked him. So why? Okay, you don't want to fight him. Then why you ain't fighting the next guy? You know what I'm saying? But
right?
that's
Benavides.
how they do. I mean Benavidez. That's why I couldn't think of his name. But yeah, why you not doing that?
I mean, there was a story about this mandatory. I think Michael Eifert or something like that. What's his name? I don't know how. To be honest with you, bro, Bebo was at one point my favorite fighter. I'm very disappointed at him not giving trilogy to Beterbiev because he gave you the rematch when he
Right.
when he was on the the right thing to do is you give it to him.
That's just
Well,
an honorable thing to do.
why you think he don't want to fight that man?
I don't think he can. I don't think he can beat him. I don't think that Bivol thinks that he can beat him twice. He beat him once. I think he's just gonna leave it at that, bro. I don't think he wants to risk.
That's where they lose me, you know, because I don't. If that's really what he thinks, bro, he's. I mean, obviously, I'm not him, but I think he's way off, bro. Because not only did you're the first one that beat him, you're the first one that took him 12 to begin with. Everybody else was stopped at whatever round. So I mean, I don't know, man. Like, it doesn't look good because when he beat you, he gave you the rematch. So the right,
Yeah,
I'm very black and white in this. The
I'm
right
gonna
thing
be
to do
honest with
would be
you. I
you.
don't know if Better B want to fight either, man. Because I know when he won the first time, he was talking about he really don't want to fight anymore. So I don't know if he really wants to fight as well too. But it's interesting that he say he don't want to fight him either.
yeah.
And I think
Like Dimitri Bivol out here moving like he Canelo. So
But Turbio called him out. Remember, he said, "Dima, how old do I have to be for the third fight or
yeah,
something
yeah,
like
he's
well,
that?"
trying to
that's
age him out.
because
He's definitely trying to
that's
age him
be,
out. It's clear. You can't see it.
but that's because
Yeah.
like the rematch happened almost instantaneously, and now you trying to push the rematch back, and it seems like now it ain't him, it's his people. They
Now
trying to
they
get
trying to
that.
line up better BF with Benavidez now. That don't even look like that
Yeah,
fight ever gonna happen because they looking like that if Benavidez wins, then he look like he gonna get Beterbiev next. Don't Beterbiev got a fight coming up?
Yeah,
Um,
he's gonna fight on the Devin
Nicholson,
Haney,
right?
Norman
And how's my
Benavidez card.
audio B3?
you beat
You
three.
coming
Yeah,
through good? Everybody
I
through
don't
good.
think
Let me
He's
Okay.
bring in my
fighting
brother Senior,
Nicholson, right?
real quick. What's going on, Senior? How you feeling today?
I can't call it. I can't call it. Seen the link
Hey,
again. Like it
Cobb,
is
my
here. You know
main
what I'm saying? What's
man.
going on, TL?
Yeah, how you?
Nothing
What you
much.
want to talk about today? You see what we Canelo retirement. The
He
Bud looked like he didn't put the brother in retirement.
That's crazy.
Canelo was already on his way out the door. I told y'all that.
Hmm.
Exactly.
Hey, shout out to Senior because he did say that. He said that a while
He
ago
didn't
too.
look good in his last fight. He couldn't
Yeah,
cut
the
the
Skull
ring off to
fight
save
was a
his
bummer.
life.
Yeah.
Man. So let me ask you this, Senior, how would you be able to leave 200 million on the table? You know he got 2 fights left with Turkey. Could you leave that on the table?
I mean, like it's up to him. Like whatever he ready to put his body and family through. I can't say what what I mean. What I would do in his position. You know what I mean? Like that man been a pro since he was 15.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of like hard
Mhm.
to. You know what I mean? Like that's a lot of training camps he been in. You know what I mean? That's a lot. That's a lot of time away from your family. So
And he's
like,
already worth 300 million.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like it ain't like he like like it ain't like he's in Buzz position where though, you know what I mean? Like you never really got that big payday. Canelo been getting paydays. He can retire. He can
Yeah.
go ahead and hang it up. You know what I mean?
100%. Salute the Blue Hustle man in the building.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
link is
Shout out to
pinned. You already know you can pull up. We chop it up with us. Now I gotta ask you this, seeing why you here. What you think next for Crawford? What do you want to see from Crawford next?
I told you when it kind of Crawford, like there's like for me, the stage that he just put himself on, right? It's not
Yeah.
really nobody. It's not really nobody that's gonna provide him a bag or give him something to prove.
That's
Mm-hmm.
what I'm
What I
saying.
said earlier. That's exactly
Like,
what I said
like,
earlier. It's
like,
nobody for him to fight.
yeah, like
And you,
who can he really fight that's gonna give him a bag? You know what I mean? Besides, I told you the only two that I see like that would make sense, and that's Floyd or Jake Paul. You know what I mean? That's the only two I see.
So you want him to do wrestling?
It's not even wrestling. You know what I mean? Like, you done did everything you need to do. You can do exhibition.
Yeah, I,
You
I
know what I mean?
agree.
Like
If
what
he
I
did
what
an
Yeah, that's a great
exhibition next,
point.
I wouldn't even be mad at him. As long as he dropped the belts and say, "I'm retired. I'm not. I'm doing
nah
exhibitions
we
now."
nah we
He
can't we
ain't got
can't nah
no
yeah we
belts.
y'all got
Oh,
Jake
you talking
Paul is
about Crawford?
probably
I'm
going to
tripping. I'm
be the
tripping.
last
Talking
fight.
Crawford. I'm tripping.
Yeah,
Okay.
Crawford.
Yeah, Crawford. That makes sense.
But I don't want him wasting his time wrestling, playing wrestling. If he's going to be an active fighter and hold on to the belts and stuff, then I'll have a different opinion. But right now, he could do whatever he wants for real, for real. If he wants to go and do a Logan Paul or some crazy ish, over there with Turkey or whoever with Netflix or whatever, then go for it. I don't care. And man, almost 40 years old. I'm excited for Abdullah Mason and Boots and Antoine Russell and the young boys.
Hey man, salute to
Yeah, bring
Toby
those
in the
guys.
building. Appreciate you. Hopefully the audio coming through. I forgot Crush the
Good.
Legend did pull back up. A salute to Crush.
Oh,
Appreciate you,
there he
Crush.
is. I'm driving now, so
Yeah,
I ain't even see Crush.
yeah, I've
Yeah.
been
So
here.
we working now. So all right. So let me pin this to the panel. Because it was some talks earlier that Usyk is the top fighter in the sport of boxing post Mayweather. I gotta ask. I'm gonna start with a question. Then let's move it around. Who is the best fighter in your opinion in the sport of boxing?
Dylan, 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 and
Mhm.
Dylan. No, I'm just
Mhm.
joking, man. I mean, it's an argument between Usyk and Crawford. I'm gonna go with Crawford. I'm gonna give it to Crawford of this
Would
era.
you put Andre Ward in that category, or you want to go a little bit ahead of Andre Ward? Because if you say post Mayweather, then I would have to throw Andre Ward in there somewhere. Or is that too far back?
Andre was not really post Mayweather, right? He
Right.
was at the same time as Mayweather, wasn't he?
Yeah, I thought he was the super. He was on his super middleweight run. That's why I'm asking how far are we going back?
Because I remember he was the number two, pound for pound, behind
Yeah,
Floyd for a long time. So
yeah. So
Yeah.
me personally, I wouldn't put Andre Ward in there. I mean, they was around the same time though. Like, Andre
yeah,
Ward was competing at a high level when Mayweather was as well. So
Hey, let me just say this real quick. Salute to the ladies in the building. Appreciate you. I love you. Moving around right now. I heard Crush. He said he'll give it to Bud. Did you mention
yeah, I give it to Bud too.
who you got on it? I'm seeing who you got on it as the next best after Mayweather, post Mayweather.
After me, Bud has solidified himself as the best of our era, or this era
I
right here.
can't hear.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
yeah. You
Yeah.
right.
If you can hear you, see,
100.
you good.
Hey, nah, we can hear you. I don't think he can hear because he moving around. So I
Yeah,
Yeah.
think
B
he.
B
this
three
is
got
the
that
tough
gas. You know
one.
he got that gas station Android phone.
Hey, man, why we got to throw shade on the Android though? My Android coming in loud and clear.
No, you
I knew
got you
somebody was
T
making the text green, the group chat green.
T Hill. You got a podcasting Android. You don't sleep, so your Android work fine. You do podcasting 24/7. I'm trying to figure out how you got three full time jobs, a part time job, a business, and still go to work every day. I don't know.
Crazy.
Man,
Man, don't
And
sleep.
you do Bible study 3 times a week.
hey, shout out to Bible study.
Teal
No,
look
but
good, man. That's that's the
I
old school principle. Seeing you know them old school guys. They used to fight 3 and 4 times a month.
Hey, man,
So
and
you know.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's kind of hard to go against Crawford, man, because he's doing things that people didn't think he could do. And then, the fact that he does it, people try to take the credit from him. So, but I will say Usyk is a hell of a talent too, man. I think that he doesn't get his just due as well too. So,
Yeah, this is a
one
very
A,
tough
one B,
question.
1A, 1B for me.
I think for Bud, he been getting shitted on for so long. But night after
Yeah.
night, every time they call his number to step in the ring, he been doing his job. So
Yeah,
I
that's a
think, you know what I
fact.
mean, for me, you know what I mean, like I told you, I became a Bud fan during the Spence fight. He made me a believer then. That's when, you know what I mean. That's when I started really researching and paying
Yep.
attention to Bud. But you gotta look at it like Usyk get his just due. They give him his credit. They, you know what I mean. As soon as he
Yeah.
won, they had him ranked for this, that. Nah, Bud haven't been getting it. So I say give it. You know what I mean, give Bud his just due. Give him his credit.
Yeah, you
I'll
got.
give
I
a
feel like.
slight edge. I'll give a slight edge, just a hair of an edge to Usyk. And this is a very tough one because I just think that what Usyk did was a little,
What did
just a
Usyk do?
little
What what
more
did Usyk
impressive.
do?
You know,
What did
I
Usyk do?
mean, he beat a 6'9" dude with skill twice. I mean, that to me, it's a little more impressive, just a little bit, man. And you can't go wrong if you pick Bud Crawford. I'm the biggest Bud Crawford fan,
Uh,
but
so you
uh,
said I just want to know what you said Usyk did. You say so he beat one dude two times. That's what you telling me. You giving it to
well,
Usyk for?
I'm just giving you an example, right? Because he's fighting on a heavyweight era where dudes are basically the size of a center, right? And
Yeah.
he's the older and the smaller of them all, right? And and like I said, not once but twice. You know, usually you don't want to run it again because they've been on the ring with you and they can figure you out and whatever the case may be. But he's beating all of these dudes twice, and they're all younger and big, much bigger than him. And it sucks, bro, because there's no wrong answer here, really.
So let me
But
ask, so let me ask you this question. Bud is the first person to be three times undisputed, correct?
yep,
Yeah.
You tell me Usyk beat one person twice. You gonna compare the two?
no, no, but you're saying he beat only one person twice. So that's not what I'm implying
No,
here. I
that but
mean,
that was your point of your. I said, what did he do? The first thing you said, he beat a 6'9" dude twice, and all I'm saying is Bud, you has been undisputed in three weight divisions.
I understand that, but
That blow beat one dude twice right out the bat.
Usyk doesn't have another division to go and become a three-time undisputed either. He doesn't have that possibility. There's not another division that goes above heavyweight that he can go to be a three times undisputed. And he's like I said, to me, it's a little more impressive when you're beating guys that are 3, 4, 5, 6 inches taller than you and younger than you, and you're doing that twice. You can throw AJ in there if you want, and Marius Bridis back in the cruiserweight days. I mean, yeah, that to me is something, but bro, I mean, like I don't, I don't mind you saying Bud Crawford is number one. I don't mind that at all. I'm just saying from my point of view, what Usyk did is just a little more impressive. That's all.
Hey,
Man,
everybody has their opinion. Mine happens to be true. Bud Crawford is the best of this generation. No,
That's
I'm just
awesome,
playing,
man.
man.
what,
Listen,
I don't know. That's good.
what? Hey, man, he is though, bro. What's up, everybody?
hey,
How's
salute
everybody
the Blue
doing on the
Hustle
What
gang
up?
in
panel?
the building. Man, we
But,
cooking
What up?
on this. Go
man,
ahead, get in on this, Blue. What's your
oh,
take
thank
right
you.
off the bat? Who's the best fighter post
Oh,
Floyd Mayweather?
it's in my opinion, I'm just gonna go ahead and say, man, I'm gonna give it to Bud, man, because there's no rehydration clause, no catch weight. He moved up three weight classes. Um, you can't really deny the fact that he went to this man's playing field. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't no way that he gave any excuses to anybody. He pretty much just went up there and fought him. If he would have been acclimated at that weight class, had at least 1 to 2 fights, he could have finished he could have finished with a KO in my personal opinion, Canelo. This is just what I believe. You know what I mean? Because he almost finished him in the 12th round. Think
Yep.
about it. Think about it. You know what I'm saying? So um there was even a point of time where he was told something. He was told something like, "Look, you're down," and he stepped it up in the ninth round and went up there and put them paws on old boy. Did you see the chart when he was sitting down? It was in between rounds. He was sitting there, and somebody had said something to him, and he leaned forward and said, "What?" He did the same thing again, and he went in there and turned up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Bud has a switch that he'll turn on and off whenever he feels like it and chooses to do it. He's not, this is a person that actually a true. He's a true athlete, man. He just when it comes down to like eat, sleeping, and excuse my language, and pooping. You know what I'm saying? Not but pooping. I don't know how you feel about cussing on your panel and shit. So I'm not trying to disrespect it. So
I
uh
mean, let's keep it to a ESPN, Stephen A, Pat McAfee
oh
level.
no,
Appreciate
yeah,
you.
I won't even. Yeah,
I ain't ESPN, Stephen A. or Pat McAfee. You know what I mean?
See, there you go.
You
but
Hey, I
no,
got and listen,
but no.
I'm
I got a drop for brothers like you. I got a drop for you.
I'm on.
But what I wanted to do is say something what somebody was talking about Usyk. So the heavyweight division and the cruiserweight division right now, it's watered down.
And can does everybody agree with me?
Yeah, I agree to the heavyweight.
Okay,
They'll
so
take
check
the
it out.
full boxing, but heavyweight for sure.
Nah, it's not. It's heavyweight. It's watered down because we don't have anybody. Everybody's been saying this. We do not have a heavyweight that represents us at all for America, and we're used to having a heavyweight. That's what stood out. When we had Muhammad Ali, we were known. You see what I'm saying? When we had
Hmm.
somebody that was out there, we was known. George Foreman, and we was known. You know what I mean? So let me go ahead and put it out there like this. Um, who was the equal? Because at least Bud had a when he moved to 168, it was a 50-50 fight. Can we all agree to that? Because I even said that. I even felt like it was a 50-50 fight because we didn't know who was going to win. But if you believed in a certain fighter, you can say that. You see what I'm saying? But when it comes
I
to
knew who was gonna win.
okay, okay. But like everybody said, he's too big, all this other stuff. So I ain't trying to make no excuses. But Usyk, when he went up there and fought anybody that he fought in cruiserweight, I didn't feel like it was 50-50. When he went up there and fought somebody in heavyweight, didn't feel like it was 50-50. I mean, who was a 50-50 partner that he danced with in the heavyweight division?
I'm
Really
I'm
nobody.
gonna be honest. I gotta give him the Fury fight. Even though we know Fury went life and death with Wilder, that was 50-50. And pre-fight, even though because of the size discrepancy and because the skill that Fury showed, a lot of people have Fury winning. I was picking Usyk because I knew that Fury was long in the tooth. So, but yeah, the Fury fight, I think that was 50-50.
Okay, I can give you that. I'll give you that. I feel like it wasn't because the simple fact is I feel like uh Usyk's footwork and his quickness would overcome that would overcome that. He might have to worry about his power. And see, when you have to worry about just somebody's power, I feel like his angles would get him past the arm length of Fury. You see what I'm saying? He has really good angles. Everybody knows that. So I just
Now
feel
let
like
me
he'd be
ask you
able to
this,
step
Blue. Let me
around
give
him.
you a look.
Yeah.
Let me give you a little kickback while I got audio. Do you trust
Yeah.
Shakur Stevenson's boxing IQ?
Oh yeah. I do. I got to keep it a hundo with
All
you.
right,
I do, bro.
all right,
I do. I
all right.
do.
So
I do.
there,
Most
so now I'm
definitely.
leading. I'm leading you there. That he
Yeah.
said that this brother Fury was the best heavyweight that he ever seen. That he could have beat Ali.
He, Yeah, he did. And you know what?
All
Sometimes, you know what
right.
I'm saying, you have the right to make, readjust your opinion. You know what I'm saying? After after information is
Right.
presented to you, and he did that too. He changed his tune up. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
yeah, I hear
Hmm.
what you're saying. He said he was wrong for saying that. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I didn't
Yeah.
agree with him when he said that either. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, man, Fury? Man, come on,
Nah.
Shakur. You know what I'm saying? But it
Nah. That was
is
out
what
of
it
pocket.
is. Yeah, it was. But
Blue.
other
Let
than
me
that,
get. Let me
man,
get. Let me get the OG crushing real quick. I
oh
heard
yeah,
you
for
about
sure.
to say something, Crush.
What's going
What's
on?
good? What's good with you, Crush?
I'm chilling.
No,
I'm
I
chilling.
thought
I'm
you was
chilling,
about to say
man.
something.
What was the question? No, I'm letting the brothers cook. I'm good.
Oh no, we was just talking about post May the top. Who's the top name? Everybody kind of been going back and forth between Usyk and Bud, and somebody even mentioned Andre Ward. What's your take on it? Who you think is the best fighter post Mayweather? I think you already said Bud. You was the first one to say Bud. I know.
I think people must be doing something right now. Man, it was a good fight, man. That was a really, really good fight. I felt bad for. How do you feel about so-called Steve Nelson taking that
Should have took this trip.
losing that fight? Did anybody see that so-called fight where he lost? He got counted out. The referee stopped the fight. Do y'all think it was premature or it was well deserved? If anybody's seen that fight.
I didn't see it.
Okay. Yeah, that fight was he got stopped by the dude. Young boy came in there and did like a 10 punch combination on him, bro. And he had so called wobbled a little bit. but the ref should have just stand an 8 count instead of coming up to him, checking on him, making sure he's good, and then be like, nah, I'm stopping the fight. You know, So Cold was a little weird, leery on his feet, but I just think he should have still gave him an 8 count though. It'd have been fair just to see if he can come
Yeah.
back, in my opinion.
Yes, some refs, man, they don't. Sometimes they just come off as ill equipped, or they be like feeling like they rushed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like sometimes you it looks like they need to read over like the rule book, or you know what I'm saying, just kind of like a directorial before they, you know what I'm saying? Because think about it, bro. Why would you literally stop a fight and this brother is literally his head is not getting wobbled back? He may be hurt, but I
yeah.
mean, like you saying, let it play out. If he fall into the ropes, call it a 8 count, and then see if
hmm
he and then check on him.
hmm
Don't just wave the fight off. I thought that was some BS, bro. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to
Yeah,
you.
me too, fam. Me too, fam. That's why I was like, damn, man, get that man his chance. He worked so hard. You got to understand, that's depressing right there, bro. And you want to know something? I'm not trying to, give an excuse for the for the ref, but you know what? That was one of the biggest fight cards there, man. So he might have been
Mhm.
starstruck, bro. Just think about it. He's like, man, I got to go in there. I got to be on point. He could have been nervous as fuck going in here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to make
Now,
no excuses, but I'm
I
just
gotta
saying
ask
that
you
could have been a
this though.
situation.
Being wet, and I wanna shoot this to the panel. Everybody still here. Appreciate y'all for rocking out with me. Smash the like button. If you haven't followed the channel, follow the channel B3 Picks TV. I got my brother Senior Cos. Make sure y'all lock in with the Rise podcast. Crush the Legend Coffee and Donuts every morning. My brother Prize Fighter.
Yeah.
Also my brother Blue Hustle Man. We in the building. Now I gotta ask the panel this. With Turkey, right? Where does he go next? What is the next big fight that y'all believe Turkey can make? As we can see, Tank is already locked in with Jake. Floyd is locked in with Mike. Canelo is talking retirement. Bud is talking 160, but we don't know. Let me ask you to sing. You with me?
I'm right here.
I think he's still
Okay,
here.
senior may have fell off a cliff.
I'm
He'll
right
be
here. Can you
back
hear
though.
me?
Nah,
Can you hear
I
Maybe
me?
can
I
hear him.
did.
Nah, you fell off a
Hold
cliff. I can
on.
hear him.
Let me see. Y'all, is my audio coming through?
We can hear
Yeah,
you,
you
but
Yeah,
can
good,
you hear
yeah,
bro.
us?
yeah.
Yeah, he can't hear us.
Uh, I'll answer that question real quick.
Yeah.
Um, what's a fight that we all can agree on? I don't want to speak just for me. That a fight that we all agree. Let's see if we can get. I don't know what's the talks with To and Shakur, but I would love to see that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I would love to see that. Give us something that we want to see, and we'll go from there. But right
Hmm.
now, if there's any fight I'm looking for, make that one happen because I'm sick of this shit. Uh, with Teofimo Lopez looking for a payday, hiding
He
behind
turning
being
down
selective when he
paydays,
fight.
Crush.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
turning down.
Hmm.
He's turning down buckle to ash, y'all. That's what he's turning down. He ain't turning down
That
paydays.
man think
He's
he worth
turning
more
My
than
down
nigga
$11 million.
said,
He's
my
delusional.
nigga, hey, my nigga Chris said, buckle the ass. You know what it is, Chris. You know what
yeah,
it
he,
is,
he
Chris.
turning down buckle to ass. That's what he's turning down.
Hmm.
Want me to
That's
ask
my
too,
guy.
man. I
Hey,
hope
hey,
he
with
might get him up on that.
Hey, y'all see how Bud put him on the spot when he tried to put Bud on the spot when in the post fight? Because I was wondering. I said, man, who the fuck is Shakur talking to? Because they silenced it, right? Going to find out they was talking to see Tio. You know what I'm saying? Tio asked
yeah,
Bud a question, and
He
then Bud
bombed
was
the
like, "Fuck all
he
that."
bombed the press
Yeah,
conference. Yeah, I
but
saw
see,
that.
but see, what happened was is Bud flipped it on him and said, "Hey, hold on." Basically said, "Forget all that. What's up with you and fighting my brother? You gonna sign the contract? Oh yeah, I'm gonna sign the contract. I'm gonna sign the
I
contract.
can't stand him, bro. I can't wait till somebody knock his ass out. Smooth out.
He was like,
now
yeah, fight my brother, fight my little brother. Stop, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think he gonna go anywhere near Shakur Stevenson. I think that's
Put him
all
in there with
publicity.
Sabril then.
He ain't gonna do that either. I this is the
Then I, that's I want to
he
see the
wants Pitbull
140
Cruz.
pounders. I want yeah, a bum. I want to see the 140 pounders unify. That's what I want. Turkey need to make that
Yeah,
140 tournament happen. If you don't want in, then get out and you leave without your belt. Get out.
I tell you one
Next man
fight
up.
that we forgot about, but I believe Boots said he already signed for it, and that's the Virgil Ortiz smoke for next year. So I'm hoping that Turkey is putting a big card on. Hopefully he can get Boots versus Virgil, and then Shakur versus Tio. Those are two
Not
big
unless
ones.
Lubin go in there and smoke out Ortiz.
Uh, Lubin's a good boxer.
I mean, Lubin
Lubin
was
real
doing
good.
his thing
Salute to the
against
Queen Angie.
Fundora. He was doing his thing against Fundora until he got hit.
Yeah,
Look,
100%. Salute to the beautiful Queen Angie, baby. Always
Yes,
showing
indeed.
love and support. Appreciate you, Angie, baby.
Oh, yeah, that's
Uh,
right. He got Dalton next. That's right.
the Brill, they had the purse bid. It was such a low purse bid. I think Dawn Smith might go another direction. Unfortunately, you know that's the sport of boxing for you right there. But
Hmm.
uh, but
yeah,
yeah, I
yeah,
want to see, and I want to see Xander Zayas in the unification.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but
Xander, you know they're trying to put Xander against um. Well, I don't know. It's talks about it. It's all good.
yeah, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be tough with Bob and Top Rank because until they announce who their new deal, who their new network partner is, it's gonna be hard to get them to lock in their big names with what I'm saying, with big fights. That's a risk. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that play out for sure. I mean, other than that, appreciate you, Prize Blue Hustle Man in the building. Salute to Flip 2120, FLP. Salute, bro. He said, "To, I can't stand that cat. He be on some racist ish, man. 100%, bro. To, but see, the thing about it is, 2120. To is doing it for promotion, man. He's a his drawing power is not what it should be. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the greatest personality or the look of a like a Ryan Garcia or like a Floyd Mayweather and Oscar. Real clean cut guys. He's not Wheaties eligible. Respectfully, he's not an Abdullah Mason. One of those type of guys that's really clean cut. So he kind of used bad avenues to build his name. And like when Crawford checked him and put his arm around him and told him to tell the world he was just doing it for promotion, he kind of showed like he really not built like that. So, but yeah, he be doing some distasteful stuff, unfortunately. But that's Tio, man. It's nasty work. But what can we say, man? It's from the stock you come from. Uh, Man, this was a fire live. What you got for me, Prize, man? Let me finish working for the day, man. I'm gonna close out the live. I appreciate Blue, everybody that pulled up. Appreciate you, Crush the Legend. Also, did Marky pull a date? Juan was in the building. Uh, Man, it was a great panel today. T Hill always showing love. My
Yeah.
brother Cobbs. Man, we working, man. We grinding. We gonna be back again tomorrow, man, to give you more content. Hopefully we have something shaking up in the sport, man. We need a top rank announcement. We need a PBC announcement.
Yeah.
We definitely need to see if
Whatever.
Shakur is and Tio is gonna lock in a deal for next year and just stay tuned, man. Stay tuned for boxing. We got Boost next month. I'm excited for that. Let me ask you this, Prob, before we get out of here.
Uh huh.
What type of turnout are you expecting for that Boots Lima fight? That's gonna be in Philly, right, at Wells Fargo?
Yeah, it's gonna be in the city. This listen, look, they're gonna show up. You know, we're gonna
Look at my
show up
brother
for
Just
Jerron.
Do.
Yeah, we gonna shout out my brother Just Do. We're gonna show up in Philly, bro. We're gonna show up for Jerron Ennis in Philadelphia. It's no. I have no doubt in my mind. The city gonna show up. You're gonna have Gillian Wallow. They bring out a lot of people. It's gonna be a lot of people in there. Trust me. An event in the city. It's televised. It's gonna be. And I expect Boots to go in there and just knock this guy out. And then after that, I don't want to hear nothing else from him unless he's in there with them top guys. Now, get your feet wet. Cool. Have a hometown fight. Feed your family. Cool. After that, it's time to get back to business.
Hmm. What's your take on the Boost fight, Blue? What you expecting out of
Um,
Boost?
Oh, he's gonna go in there and beat that man. But like what my boy just said, man, I don't want to hear nothing else, man. I don't even want to see this fight. Tell you the truth, I'm like done with it. Like I want to see what he's really about. I believe he should have took that fight with Virgil Ortiz, but he didn't. He said he wants to get acclimated to the weight. So I'll go ahead and allow that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what he said. And I want to see who he's fighting next. I want to hear nothing. You move certain kind of ways that I question. So it's like, let's just see what it is. Hopefully you can show people what your worth is. And that's what I want to see. Do these 50-50 fights. Don't make excuses. Get in the ring, knock people's head off. Cause this is your time to take over, 154 now. But ain't there no more. So you ain't got nothing to worry about. You supposed to be the man. Go out there and get undisputed at 154. Shit. Do what you do. And, if you all that. Unify, do what you got to do, man. I just want to see him fight the best, man. That's pretty much all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro. I'm 100% with y'all, man. I'm hoping for a big turnout. It should be a. I think it should be. I think people still gonna pull up and support Boost
It
Ennis.
definitely is.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
so
gonna turn up.
yeah, because they definitely and like the brother Carrier said, we need championship boxing to return to Philly, Detroit, and Chicago. I agree, man. Specifically, primarily on the East Coast, man.
Thank you. My bad. Would you drop off three?
Nah, I'm still here. I'm waiting
Oh
on some
no.
food.
Oh,
Man,
okay.
appreciate y'all. My bad. Yeah, I gotta check these. Yeah, they got me waiting all day trying to pick up this Chick-fil-A. I'm like, y'all need to hurry up. Like, what y'all got
Yeah,
going on?
I'm
Oh,
picking
you
my
picking up
daughter
the
up something before she get out of school. She be hungry. I'm about to hit the grocery store after I get done with her MMA tonight,
Mhm.
or jiu-jitsu, I mean.
Yeah, man. Let me end this out right,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Shout out to the legend. He cemented and stamped himself. Uh let me see.
Thank you. What's yeah. It's a new thing with the
The
heritage, right?
legend.
It's all the heritage.
Yeah, man. The legend, man. The legend
Yeah, it
has
is for the
returned.
IBO belt too, ain't it? I forgot about that. Ironically.
Oh, they fighting for the IBO for real?
Yeah, Lima and Boots. Yeah.
uh
Yeah.
salute the boots, man. He's taking the IBO. He's legitimizing the IBO, man. So now, Kerry, I guess we gotta promote and support the IBO.
No, we don't.
Uh,
No, we
no,
don't.
no,
We're
no,
gonna leave
no.
that shit
uh,
right. We're gonna leave that shit
no,
right
what
where
we
it
all
is.
Yeah,
working, bro? Like I'm confused.
IBO just introduce,
Uh,
just makes it to where you can get a title fight, man. It makes it easier.
They want to compete with the other sanctioning bodies, but we don't need a fifth damn belt. That's gonna fuck it all up. It's already it's already a mess as it is. We don't need a damn fifth belt. So they can be a little regional belt you can pick up or a little title you can get before you go into the bigger things. But other than that, I don't want to hear nobody arguing over it. You know, Roy used to have that drawing all the time though. But I ain't come on, man. We ain't doing that. Three, you in the live?
yeah, I'm about to end, and I appreciate everybody that came up to show love, man. Make sure y'all smash the like button. If you haven't followed the channel, follow the channel. B3 Picks TV. We working. As y'all can see, I'm outside, man. It's raining out here. It's nasty out here, but we still working,
It's
man.
all
We
right out
still
here
grinding.
for three. It ain't too bad out here.
Nice and
It
sunny out
still
And
here.
looks a little shitty though, but it still look cloudy out here.
shout out to South Jersey, man.
Yeah, we outside
Jersey
with
in
it.
the
All right.
building, man. Hey, listen,
We
we
outside,
gonna
we for sure.
we back again tomorrow, man. And listen, make sure y'all tap in with the Sports Talk Network. My brother BVO Sports TV live tonight, so make sure y'all
We gonna
tap
talk
into
about
us.
Adrian Broner tonight. So
Yeah,
sad.
we on AB tonight, man. So let's work. And hopefully we can talk about the new AB, Alicia Baumgardner.
Yeah.
Salute to the Queen Angie, baby. Have a great day, love. Appreciate you for always showing love. Shout out to my brother Tim Layton. Hey, and we out.
Peace.
All right, is you motherfuckers finished? Y'all finished? You silly motherfuckers. You got to be soldiers, all right? Soldiers. Not clowns, goddammit. Drive, and you shut the fuck up.